Hello, beautiful people. Welcome for another night of hockey on Nothing is Perfect. I'm your host, Russell Holiday. Here we are again on beautiful Saturday night. Anyone who's watching on television, the Toronto Maple Leafs have tied the game and have sent it to overtime against Boston, so hopefully that doesn't cut into our game. Still got 10 minutes before game time, so we're going to get into it. So, let's have a little chat. Let's get into this thing. Because tonight, I've got something fancy for you. Look at this. I can now put chat on screen. Do you guys like the positioning? We're going to go through. We're just going to read a couple comments to start. We're going to go over the stats that you want, but you don't need. We're going to look at the Canucks lineup, a couple changes here and there. Some things staying the same, which we'll talk about. And then during the first intermission, it is the Dusty and Rusty sideshow. Mr. Dustin Boydell will be joining the show once again. And our very special guest today, right from the hockey shop in Langley, the legend himself, Lazer. No Slapshots Lazer will be joining the show during the second intermission. Had a little chat with him, sat down with him. It's going to be great. And then post-game, this is new too. Two new things today. Post-game, we're bringing Dustin back onto the show. We're going to have a quick chat about how the game went. And as well, we're going to take some questions from you guys with the new ability to show comments. So let's start with this one. Karen Versation in the chat. Oh, yeah, it's not. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Welcome back, Karen Versation. How's it going, lads? We get one tonight? Hell yeah, we're getting one. Mike Torrance in the chat. Hope the Pens play like they did last night. I'd be okay with that. Major Tao recently turned into a mod. I think we actually have to change the shape of this. Let's see if we go like this. Oh, yeah, there we go. You guys still read that? Too small, too big? Petey gets 2 tonight and an empty netter for the Hattie. So Major Tao calling Petey to get 2 goals and then score on the empty net for the hat trick. Conversation, Petey can't score. Have to keep Chester Ming off of Twitter. Major Tao, tonight he will. Mike Torrance, 2 goals sounds nice. Major Tao, you got it, Mike. Peace. The Mike Torrance half baseball and half hockey split. Yeah, no doubt, says Major Tao. I'm in LA. Did you catch the home run last night? You mean the Grand Slam home run? Mike Torrance, boom. Yeah, that was a clutch hit for sure, Major Tao. Mike Torrance, he got a second homer tonight. Oh, wow. On fire. Let's see. Major Tao, holy shit. Dreams come true. And then Hachiko, welcome Hachiko. My cat is feisty today. Scratched my leg good a while ago. Hopefully that means the Canucks will play well. Yep, I could see that. Major Tao, your Kent has pent up Pedersen energy. It's unleashed now. Yep, Major, you got that right. Big Mac, Mr. Mud, Big Mac, game time. How is everyone doing? Big Mac working on some intrepid reporting right now. Hachiko Major, Mike, Calvin in the chat too. Hachiko says, hello, Big Mac. Big Mac's, you all ready? Big Mac Sid the Kid versus his Penguins versus our boys in black tonight. Yeah, it's going to be great. The Canucks are doing their first black skate night, so we get to see those beauties. And Hachiko's really stoked about it. Major Tao. Let's see. Maybe put this up here. Should we put it right over my face? I think I just need to adjust the size of it. Oh, actually, it can go right over my name. You guys are more important than me. Shall we just put it over top of me? Pedersen was waiting for Big Mac. Now he's going to score a pair, bringing that quick release from the right circle back in style tonight. PD for a pair. Yeah, Big Mac's on board. Hashtag PD for 2. Major Tao, you got it, Big Mac. Hachiko, I'm browsing the TikTok shop and apparently I can buy a Besser jersey for $25. It's probably a scam, but man, I'm so curious. Go Bruins, hate to say it. Oh, Major Tao. Bruins win, I guess, eh? Toronto messes it up. Let's see what they did. Oh, yeah. Wow, couple chances there. You got Pasternak and Marchand down low. Get the win. But yeah, I mean, the only time I'll cheer for the Bruins is if I am cheering for Anytime I'm cheering for the Bruins, it's because they're playing the Leafs. Big Mac congrats on the promotion. Hachiko, be cautious. Okay, let's see. I'm actually going to try and fix this on the fly, guys. I don't like the size of this chat highlight. So let's have a look here. Yeah, let's change this a bit. Let's go 1080 here. 1080. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, and then we can make it a little bigger. I think it should fit on the screen better now. There we go. Drew Richards. Hey, boys and girls. Calvin, salute Russ. Hello, Calvin. Salute y'all. Drewski, you ready for to spank the Pens? I'm always ready to spank those Pens. They'll come waddling in from Edmonton where you're at. Cool. So we're about 4 minutes before game time. As you guys can see, this is going to be fun. I can now put your guys' chat on the screen. Very, very fun. So if you have any questions or comments or concerns or anything, throw them my way and I will throw them on the screen. We can chat about it. So let's hop on over to our stats that you want, but you don't need. Here we go. Canucks regular season record when it comes to Saturdays, they are 366, 370. So they are a couple games below 500 on Saturday. So this is our chance to start getting those 4 more wins on Saturdays to break 500. The other one, they're minus 171 on Saturdays. Penalty kill and power play, not too bad, but their save percentage is leaving something to be desired. So can we improve on these Saturday stats? Let's see. More stats that you want, but you don't need. October 26th is the date. In their entire history, they have played on October 26th 18 times, and at home they are 7-5-1. So we're liking those numbers because away they're actually 2-3. So hoping 7-5-1 gets to 8-5-1 tonight on October 26th. A little more obvious stats here. We got the Penguins versus the Canucks. They played 126 times in their entire existence. The Pens have a decided edge, 22 games more won against the Canucks. But the Canucks are actually positive at home. So they've only won 44 games, but 28 of them have come at home. Probably a result of the Penguins having a bit of a hard time coming over to Vancouver all the way from Pittsburgh, playing in a different time zone. Because for them, really, this game's getting started at 10 p.m., so that's got to mess with their biological clocks for sure. The Canucks versus the Penguins. The current leading scorer for the Canucks is Brock Besser, which is not a surprise to anyone who's been following Brock Besser through his career. Seems to score a lot. He's had a couple hat tricks, I believe, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, so that he does have 11 goals in 11 games. JT Miller, the Thriller, has got 5 assists through 8 games against the Penguins while playing for the Canucks. I'm assuming he has much more playing for Tampa Bay and New York against the Penguins. And then the overall point leader for the Canucks currently against the Penguins is Brock Besser at 15 points, 11 goals, and 4 assists in 11 games. So 15 points in 11 games, that's a really good clip. Almost 1.5 points per game for Besser against these Penguins. So we're looking for a big game from him. Currently, the Penguins have Malkin just running away with it. Crosby does come in with 22 goals in 23 games. And this is not correct. He does not have 22 goals. He has 12 goals. There we go. That's more like it. So yeah, so both Malkin and Crosby have 12 goals against the Canucks. Malkin's done it in 22, so he gets the overall lead. Malkin also has 14 assists in 22 games, making it 26 points in 22 games. So lots and lots of points for Mr. Malkin against the Canucks. But obviously, Sid is always a danger out there. Let's now jump on over and have a look at the lineup. So this came out from Josh Elliott Wolf yesterday for the Canucks practice lines. They had Hoglander, Petey, and Garland back together. DeBrusk, Miller, and Besser. Heinen, Bluger, and Sherwood, and then Baines, Almond, and Suter. And then Sprong and Joshua were extras. I will note today that during the morning skate, Joshua was in a contact jersey. So no longer wearing that non-contact jersey, which means he's moving in the right direction towards returning to the lineup, which will be absolutely amazing. Hughes and Hronik playing together as usual, Soucy and Miners, and then Brandstrom and Desharnais. Now, having said that, we did have this lineup yesterday. I did see Tocchet in his pre-game chat with the media today, mentioning that there's a possibility that Forbort will be coming back into the lineup tonight, so we'll see what happens. And we have more news from Ben and Batchelor. Lankinen will start tonight, so 4th start in the row, riding the hot hand Lankinen's been looking really, really good lately for the Canucks, and a steal at 900K. Sprong is also expected to come in for Amon. So if we're going back and looking down, that means that Suter probably moves over to center, and then Sprong will line up on the right side with Baines and Amon. So it'll be interesting to see. And then, yeah, I think those are all. Okay, so here's the warm up. Yeah, so Batch just put this out. So yeah, just like we thought, Sprong on the wing, Suter at center, and then we got Brandstrom still in. So Forbort not drawing into the lineup yet, but expected to be returning to the lineup soon enough. Penguins, Canucks. Penguins are 3-5-1, having already played 9 games. That's wild. The Canucks are 3-1-2, having only played 6 games. So Penguins having played a lot more than the Canucks so far. Crosby leading the way right now with 4 points. Russ with 2 goals, Crosby with 3 assists. Connor Garland leading the team in scoring right now. The Gargoyle, 5 points so far. JT Miller with 2 goals. Quinn Hughes with those 3 assists, leading in that category. This is the first game we'll see them tonight, October 26th, 10 p.m. Our time is 7 p.m., so you can see why Penguins would be tired. The next game will be in December, close to the end at 7:30 Eastern, so it'll be a 4:30 game, but that will be right here on Nothing is Perfect with your host, Russell Holiday. And then I believe Jari actually just got sent down for a conditioning stint, but looks like he is backing up. But we'll see. I didn't actually see who's going to be starting, because if you didn't see the highlights from the game last night, Penguins playing in Edmonton, this man, little rookie goaltender Joel Blomqvist, stops facing 50 shots in Edmonton last night with the, you can actually see it here. Edmonton, they lost against Edmonton last night. 4-0 ended up being the score, but still faced 50 shots. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. And confirmed Kevin Lankinen starting in net tonight. So far this season, Pittsburgh's at 13th in the league with the 22% on the power play. Canucks doing really well. 8th in the league at 26%. Penalty kill is also 12th for the Penguins, so both in the top half of the league. Canucks penalty kill is at 81%, it's at 10th, so just slightly better. Pittsburgh's faceoffs have been really good, 4th best in the whole league. Crosby is an absolute beast. Should be interesting to see JT Miller nicking himself up. Didn't take a single faceoff last game when in that shootout. Well, it wasn't a shootout, but it was a shootout. Then when they beat Chicago 6-3. Canucks coming in at 50.8%, still 10th best in the league, not bad. Look at this, Pittsburgh going 3 goals per game so far, 4th in the whole league, but they've also been giving up 4.22, which is 2nd last in the entire league. So you can see why they are 3-5-1. Canucks with 3.33 goals per game, coming in at 12th, so that's not bad. And they're defensively looking really, really good too, at top 10 in the league, coming in at 10th with 2.83. Woo! It's a lot of stats. Back to the bar. Back to the bar. Major Towel. Happy to see Drew. Big Mac. Boston win. Yep, they pull it off. Major Towel. Calvin in the chat. Nice to see Calvin. Drewski saying hey to Tao. Hi to Mac. Sup, Calvin. Drewski making his rounds. We got Matt. Welcome to the chat, Matt. Leafs lose in OT, but it was to the Bruins. Yeah, I know. It's kind of one of those games you wish would end in a tie, but I mean, I'll still take the Bruins beating the Leafs any night. Calvin, salute Big Mac, Drew, and Hachiko. Drew, what's shaking, man, says Big Mac. Calvin, salute, Matt. Major Tau, I called it the Bruins. Sorry, Leaf fans. And then B, back in. Welcome, B, to the stream. Hey, y'all. Drewski's saying hello to Hachiko. Evening, B. Matt, sup. Happy skate jersey night. Yeah, we love that messy jersey. Anyone who grew up with that jersey, it was one of those things where you want to draw your symbol, right? You're a kid. You want to be representing that black skate. But every time you try and draw it, it just kind of looked like a plate of spaghetti. Major Tau, what's up, B? What's good? Big Mac, B's in the chat. Yup, B's in the chat. Hachiko, hello all. Drewski throwing out some love for everyone. And Big Mac, I'll see myself out. Wait, you didn't like this? You didn't like my reading of it? No, I liked it. Sad that Mr. Fuji is still in jail. Yeah. Fuji, if you're listening and you can't comment, please send a smoke signal. B, I've got an update. Passed my last written exam. Just waiting to hear back from the license board to get my practical exam. Good job. Pass the written. Good job, B. Get some hype in the chat for B, unless you guys already did it. I'm a little bit behind here. Congrats. Congratulations, B. You're getting it done. Thank you. I'm so excited to tell y'all. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We love the good news here on Nothing is Perfect. Bring all the good news and good luck on the practical exam, B. Calvin also congratulating you. Major Tau. Calvin, we need Fuji. Yeah. Yes. So the other thing that's happening, 1,000 games for Mr. Tyler Myers. We're working on bail money for Fuji. Justice for Fuji. I wonder if he's just been banned straight up from YouTube or something. Big Mac, congratulations, B. And then B's like, wait, Fuji's in jail? Jail? No. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Laugh out loud. He is AFK for sure. Hashtag justice for. Yeah, there's Tyler Myers. He's got his whole family on the bench with him. Love to see it. Sadly, yes. And shush, Big Mac. Big Mac, how much is bail? I hear he lost in jail. Poker game could take longer than expected. Yeah. If he's losing games of poker, because I mean, I don't feel like Fuji's got a game. Like, he doesn't have a game face, right? Like, there is no poker face there with Mr. Fuji. A 1 billion yen. Yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds really expensive, but that's probably not too bad. What's that, like 10,000 bucks or something? Yeah, yen is hard to get round these days. Hachiko, do you guys see the photo of Garley and Joshua working at Tim Hortons? Yeah, it's absolutely precious. See if I can find that for you, actually. I think I saw it on one of my favorite websites, Canucks Reddit. So let's see if we can find that for you. Yeah, it's literally the first thing that... Oh, even better. There we go. Yeah, here's the picture. There it is. Joshua and Garland working at Tim Hortons, but... Oh, shit, it's Sidney Crosby. Not happy to be served by it. I bet you they spat in his coffee. Yeah, and then as I mentioned earlier, yeah, Dak wearing that white jersey, so good to see Dak's going to be ready to go soon enough. He's staying double for extra bad behavior. Could see back a bit, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Calvin, do y'all think Miller got Petey heated enough to score? Yeah, we'll be chatting with Dustin about that one. There was actually a lot of things happening. Boston and Marchand's. Boston's coach and Marchand yelling at each other on the bench. Miller and Petey getting to it in practice. Yes, I think he will score 2 tonight. Yes. Jico says yes. Big Mac says yes. Major Tal, those two must do a late shift after the game. Yeah, can you imagine having them running that 24 hours McDonald's? Or sorry, Tim Hortons. Now you have seen the pick, Calvin. There you go. Jason Negra, am I the only Canucks fan here? No, we are literally all Canucks fans. Jason, welcome to the chat. You're in the right place. We're here to watch the game together. Cheer for the Canucks. We react, we interact, we have some fun. We got moral support for each other when it's going bad. Sometimes we talk about fish tacos. Calvin, I've seen a video where Trump was talking about his shift at McDonald's. Yep. Yeah, did you hear they sent him $2.18 for his 15 minutes of minimum wage? Hachiko, we are all Canucks fans. Welcome, Jason. Good to have you. The old team photo. You got Tyler Myers kids with his mini sticks. Have you guys seen those mini sticks, by the way? Saw a video from Hockey Shop the other night. They got all these mini sticks. Yeah, the majority of us are Canucks fans. You will see the odd fan from other teams. Did everyone just see Demko crawl over the boards? It's good to see. Good to see. Jets are now 8-0. Yeah, I made a list on Reddit the other day, and people got upset about it. It was every team that had ever started a season 7-0. I thought it was great, and then I think a lot of the Winnipeg fans were not stoked about it. Yeah, so this is all the teams that started 7-0. So we are going to create a new list, which is every team that has started 8-0. I'm sure I'll probably get the same reaction. Speaking of which, Pittsburgh Penguins, 1986-87, started 7-0, missed the playoffs. Yeah, missed the playoffs. That's pretty brutal. Let's see. Calvin, I think Petey will light the lamp tonight, but more and more reasons than the Miller scrub. Big Hog Hockey. Sup? Welcome. Major Tau. Jason Egger Miller has to make a comeback of the year if we are losing. Yep, I could see it. JT Miller has the ability to put this team on his back. Okay. So we're about to get started here. And so I'm going to attempt to be very clear about how we want to sync up. So when the puck drops on my feed, what I'm watching, I'm going to count down from the 20-minute mark. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Hopefully that gives you the ability to line me up with whatever feed you're watching, if that's on your television, if that's on Sportsnet Plus, if it's on some Russian hack site. So, once again, when I see the puck drop, I'm going to count down at the beginning of the period, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. That's what it's going to do. And hopefully that allows you guys to line it up. That way my reaction will be close to what you're watching and vice versa. Some people are minutes ahead of me. Some people are way behind me. So if you hear me say drop the puck and the puck hasn't been dropped yet, pause me and then you'll be all lined up. Oh, Canada just getting finished up here. For the... There it is. Time to get to puck drop. Major Tau answering. Can Miller do it? I say yes. Yeah, fucking rights. No, on the nothing chat, we are more than fine with anyone who likes to catch hockey. The more the merrier. Yep. You want to be a Penguins fan in here? That's fine. You want to be a Leafs fan in here? That's pushing it, but we're friendly to everyone. You might just get a hard time for it, though. Big hog. Drewski's welcoming Jason. Love the new chat on screen. Yeah, Drewski's loving the new chat on screen. Yeah. Matt watching that 1,000-game ceremony. Sidney Crosby, number 87. Looking good. Welcome, Jason. Yee bee. Hey, here we go. It's 7. Here we go. We're about to get started. Puck is about to get dropped. Here we go. Puck is down. Miller takes a face-off. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Perfect. First period has begun. Lankinen makes a save. Damn, those jerseys look nice. Hype from Big Mac. Lots of claps in the chat. Matt putting his hands together. Major Tau. So best advice for P. Take a day off. Get footage of every point in his career. Watch it with your boyfriend. Then mentally block with below somewhere along the way. Look at that guy release the and world class. Yeah, he's got an amazing world class shot when he uses it. Canucks coming offside. Pettersson's line on the ice. 19:25 left to go in the first. Yeah, Rick Tocchet used to coach for Pittsburgh as well. He's got his jersey on and pizza's on the way. Here we go. Paragolf Pro in the chat. Frank made it. Yeah, we got the Pettersson line out. Good. And then we got Susie and Miners on D. Tip in front. Didn't get to the front net. Garland gets a secondary shot off. Not bad. Oh. Good stick by Garland. Good hold, too. 3-on-2 down low. Just takes his time, tries to set things up. Oh. I don't think Myers expected to take that pass. Yeah, it was nice to see. You're right, Major Chow. See Myers take that face off. Frank! Oh, BF, not best, not boyfriend, best friend. Ronick back. Big Mac, I like the comments going up. That looks awesome. Rev Trev, get that working for you? No, there's an awesome YouTuber. I watched a video. He is very good. I'll even try and find it for you guys in the next commercial break. If you're ever doing any kind of techie stuff, this is your man. Easy glove slave. Now Branstrom in the corner getting his helmet ripped off. Yeah, Fuji is a wild card, Mike. You're right. Juicy clapping his hands. Big Hog. Chaos Giraffe. Yeah, let's see. I'll try and pull up that YouTuber for you guys. My history. This man is amazing. Gotta go far back. This man right here. Yeah, if you ever want, this is the man. This guy is absolutely amazing. So if you ever need help with any kind of streaming tech or anything like that, this is the man who helped me do this. Canucks going to the power play. I like to see it. Looks like Pittsburgh got a little too aggressive there. Two minutes for roughing. Penguins collect the puck and get it all the way down the ice. Major Chow with the Chaos Giraffe and a bird's nest and a squirrel. I like it. Timmy Hose. Yeah. Hachiko 8-0. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go on the power play. 17:26 left to go in the game. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Yeah, we maybe need some chaos on this. Get some more chaos on this power play. It's pretty tame right now. Oh, fans, a swing and a miss, and then somehow gets a secondary chance, puts it all the way down the ice. Lankinen collecting the puck behind the net. Garland, so second power play unit filtering on. Probably won't have a full change. Partial break. Lankinen with a good save. Canucks giving up a partial break. That's a tough look. Major Chow, Jets are looking incredibly good. B, their jerseys look sick right now. I want to get one so bad. Yeah, me too. I'm very, very tempted. Who knows? Maybe if I chat nicely with Lazer, you know, maybe he'll get me one. Yeah, Big Mac. Big Mac's right. Jets are amazing. Major's right. Yeah, whiteout. They love their whiteout. So Canucks lose a faceoff in their own zone on the power play. Pittsburgh does a little bit of good work to keep them down low, kill a little bit more time off. Now we got 16, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21 left to go. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Big Hog, why don't they let Buble do the anthem? I wonder if Buble has ever done the anthem. Man, they didn't even get a shot on that power play. That's brutal. Penguins are now shooting them 5-1. And considering the Penguins played last night, it's one of those things though. Penguins played last night and they lost 4-0, but early in the game, they will probably have the run of play. It's tough for the Canucks who are on their first game back from a road trip, getting those legs moving. So the Canucks are probably looking right now to just get out of this period tied or up by 1. But right now, oh, they just took away one of Pittsburgh's shots, so it's only 4-1 now. They should have Buble as their permanent. The old look sleek. Those old black jerseys are awesome. Yeah. It's such a deep black, too. Luger in. Sherwood. Heinen shoots it high. Get his first 2 goals of his NHL or his Canucks career last game. Big Mac at B. Those are the jam we spread on our bread. Black jerseys all day. Yeah. Major Chow. Yeah, Big Mac. Jets are off to an incredible start. Can they go 10-0? 10-0 is the most wins that a team has ever had to start the season. And I believe it was the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Toronto Maple Leafs or something. 10-0 starts. Ridiculous. Luger missing the puck there. Yeah, the Canucks are looking okay, but they look a little slower than Pittsburgh right now. The Heinen line staying out with Bluger. Desharnais with a shot down low. 14, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Big Mac calling 19-0 to start. Hey, Big Mac, you're going to have to put a coin in the swear jar. We're going to get Fuji out soon enough. Swear jar. Kevin Lankinen makes another easy save. Breaking records. That's a sick parlay, bro. Hachiko, question of the night. Should I work on my archaeology homework or should I watch the game? The answer is always both, but I think we should probably just make a poll. Desharnais only has 1 goal. That's wild in his whole career. Canucks have won all 7 faceoffs. There we go. Let's help Hachiko. There's the poll question for you. I mean, Big Mac already gave the answer, right? It's a survey question for sure, Major Chow. That's why you're a mod, because you're right in line with this. Yeah. Going to the first commercial break here. Yeah, Major Chow correcting me. It's not boyfriend, it was best friend. Chico like that one. I mean, I see BF and I think boyfriend. I don't know. Where's Dusty? Let me at him. Why are you going after Dusty, man? Nah, Major Tao, 21 in the chat. Let's like and sub. Thank you for pointing that out, Major Tao. Paragraph Pro, I'm here. Big Mac, laugh out loud. Big Mac had me worried at Paragraph Pro. Can't have me like that. Winky face. And Major Tao. There he is, Paragraph Pro, bringing good luck on the PP. Yeah, hopefully, but it didn't work. Big Mac, great interview the other day, Paragraph Pro. Awesome takes, yep. Dustin will be joining us once again during the first intermission to chat about tonight's game and a couple other things. Connor McDavid talking about Sidney Crosby. Got the Four Nations Cups coming up. So it'd be interesting to see who ends up being captain for Canada. Well, who the heck is going to be the goalie for Canada? That's another question. Paragraph Pro. Thanks, Mac. Hope you have more today. Ha. Major Tau guarantee win for the Canucks if Buble gets the anthem. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, Big Mac paying up, putting $1 in the swear jar. Glad to see that. And Big Mac saying it's both. Drewski agrees. Homework and watch the game because multitasking is the way to do it. It is the way to do it. Truth, Mac. So we're looking so far. 13-16 left to go in the period. Puck's about to drop. They don't have the shots updated. Oh, here they are. 5 for the Penguins and 2 for the Canucks. And the Canucks have had a power play, so hopefully we can turn that around. Lankinen with an outlet pass all the way up to the blue line. Penguins go offside somehow. Thought Brock Besser had the puck, but you know, it is what it is. Big Hog Hockey. Hachiko. Big Hog. Who's scoring the first goal? Hachiko right out the gate. Tyler Myers. And Calvin really wants Petey to score. Lankinen with another touch. Penguins turn around. 12:45 left to go in the period. 42. 2-on-1 Canucks to Brusque. Oh, just out of the reach of Besser. Just ahead of him. Couldn't get a stick on it. Hughes keeps it on side. Nope. It's offside. The Canucks will have to touch up. So it's like everyone's getting a change now. Major Tau says Garland for the first goal, Petey for the second. Pittsburgh scores 12-12. I wasn't even paying attention. 1-0 Penguins. Oh, I don't want to update it. I hate it when I have to update it for the other team. We'll have to watch the replay to see what the heck happened. Okay, so they're showing the 2-on-1 to Brusque. Oh, just too far ahead. Not a really great pass from the Brusque to Besser. Oh, tip right out in front. Got Pedersen for Pittsburgh taking a shot and it gets deflected in front. So boo. Drewski, our nickname for Lankinen is Blankinen. He is Blankinen. Oh, might be a high sticking penalty. So they get scored on, and then Tyler Myers, the Chaos Giraffe, immediately takes a high stick. Tries to deal with the Pittsburgh stick, Beauvillier. He's just bitter. He's bitter that, yeah, blanket him. Yeah, Beauvillier, former Canuck, playing for Nashville against us in the playoffs last year. Now playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Snicker Snatcher in the chat. What's up, boys? Yeah, Major Tau, I like that. It's a little shorter. Oh, snap. Susie blows a tire, controls the puck from his belly, and then manages to get it down the ice. 11:37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. 1:29 left to go in the penalty. Yeah, I like Blanky. Blanky's nice and short. Blanking him, Blanky. Yeah. So Hachiko, it looks like the nobody wants you to just do homework. There's only two options. You can watch the game by itself, or the people who are trying to be slightly more responsible, 45% of you saying both. Watch the game, do the homework. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, you're right, Calvin. That is the former Vancouver Canuck. Canucks get the puck all the way down the ice again. 10:47 left to go in the first period. 43 seconds left to go in the power play for Pittsburgh. Oh, pass way behind the intended target. Garland didn't have a chance. Looks like the Canucks are going to need a minute. They're going to need a minute. Yeah, you're right. It was a tipper. It's always the former Canucks scoring, I guess to say. It's a very quiet stadium tonight, too. Not a lot of juice. Miller can't get the puck. Penalty's over. Canucks kill off the first power play. Still only have 2 shots. Phil Hronik up to Pedersen. Pedersen up to Susie. Canucks are trying to get a change too. Pedersen into the zone, sprung onto the ice. First time I've seen him tonight in a makeshift line. Oh, snap. Langinen with a save. Puck goes to the side. Canucks defense does well to keep that puck out of the net. Langinen had slid into the side, couldn't quite get there. Dumped in right to the front of the net, right on the post. Blanky did well to just keep that puck out of the net. Yeah, so Blanky, I think that's what we'll go. We'll go with it. Drew Richards, hey, Snicker, welcome back. Major Tau, isn't Myers 8 feet tall? Yep, that is accurate. He is 8 feet tall. Big Mac, how tall is Tyler Myers? No Google. 8 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Tyler Myers. The tallest man in the entire NHL, actually. Let's see. I think he's like 6'7", right? Tyler Myers. Boo. Brother is 6'8". The man is very tall. Tyler Myers, 6'8". Well, let's look at Dakota Joshua too. Where is it here? It's team roster. Dakota Joshua, where are you, sir? I don't have him on here right now because he hasn't played a game yet. Okay, let's have a look. Dakota Joshua. Only 6'3". The other crazy thing is Dakota Joshua is 6'3", and it feels like he's taller than Tyler Myers. That's how big of a game that Joshua plays. So we're hoping he gets back in the lineup soon enough. Sticker Snatcher is driving in van, man. Major Chow. Snicker, eyes on the road. Vancouver goals coming up. 9 minutes left to go. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54. The Canucks create the greatest sin of all. They ice the puck. Unbelievable. Hate it when people ice the puck. Learn the rules, bruh. Yeah, Big Mac got it. Tallest player in the NHL, I believe. Puck had a play right off a faceoff. Jay, welcome. Dang it, Bavalia, you did nothing while you were Canuck. Now this against them. Yeah. And remember, he scored a tip goal against the Canucks in the playoffs when he was playing for Nashville last year as well. Yeah, Calvin, I'm pretty sure he's the tallest player in the entire NHL. Yeah, the internet is telling me it's Zdeno Chara, but Zdeno Chara does not play. Here it is. Yeah. Tyler Myers, tallest player in the entire league. Wild, right? Eight, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Puck gets driven into the Penguin zone. Got the Garland, Pedersen, Hoglander line out with Desharnais and Brandstrom out on D. Carlson, yeah. Remember, everyone, Erik Karlsson plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That big contract. Ooh, the Canucks need someone to smack him. Can someone go down there and slap him on the back of the head or something? Somebody's got to get him going. They only got 2 shots so far in this period. Bane's now out. Got the 4th line out. Hopefully they can create some energy. Bane, Suter, and Almond. No, Bane, Suter, and Sprong. Now the Canucks down in the Canucks zone. That's an icing call on Pittsburgh. Learn the rules, Pittsburgh. Let's see. Garland plays like he's 225 pounds and 6'3". Yes, he absolutely does. Everyone's happy to see Jay, Major, and Big Mac. Sprung with a good shot. Yeah. Joshua is literally only 6'3". He's 5 inches shorter than Tyler Myers. Isn't that wild? Good pass by Baines over to Sprong. Sprong with a good tip on net. Canucks control in the Pittsburgh zone. 7 minutes left to go. Quinn Hughes with a shot. Made a save, and then the goalie fell over on his butt. Miller tried to get a tip in front on the high slot. Couldn't quite get there. Puck all the way down in the Canucks zone. Hronek takes it. Up to Miller. Puck gets stuck at center ice. Canucks now up to 4 shots. Grandmaster. Hello, Grandmaster. Welcome. My nephew, the Grandmaster. He is a gremlin. Because his dad is a gremlin. And thus he is at least part gremlin. We got a hardcore Penguins fan here and not happy with the Karlsson acquisition you guys have. And Earthquake, you cocky Jakey. Earthquake Jake. Is this secretly Jake's takes? Welcome to the chat if it's not Jake's takes. Earth Q Yukaki Jake. No, we don't want Carlson. You can keep him. It is a big ass contract. We've already had too many of those. We just got rid of Oliver Ekman-Larsson. We don't need another massive contract. Carlson joins the rush. Speaking of the devil, Randstrom and Höglander fail to get the puck out. PD does well on the half boards, gets the puck off the boards and down the ice. Good job by Höglander getting on in the forecheck. Oh, he does a move, gets by his man. Suter out front, can't connect with Garland. Another shot. Myers shot it wide. Randstrom with a wild shot. You got Garland, Höglander, and Suter out there because we're mid-line change and they got control in the zone. Randstrom. Puck goes out front. Puck comes back to Garland. Garland puts it down low. Out to Brandstrom at the point again. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Garland controlling. Shot to the front of the net. No one there to tip it in. Garland gets the puck on the half boards again. Oh, behind the net. Shot by Suter, another save. Saving the best for the end of the period here. Canucks looking real good. Tyler Myers, with his 6'8" frame, couldn't keep that puck in by jumping, and thus the puck goes all the way down the ice. Penguins relieve the pressure. Best with a shot from the high slot. DeBrusque rocked in front on the ground. Yeah, they got the penalty. Looks like someone might have gotten an elbow up on Miller. High stick or elbow? Probably was accidental, but you got to keep control of your elbows and your stick. Major's happy to see Earthquake Jake. Big Mac, happy for a fellow NHL viewer. Welcome. Yep. Everyone's happy. And then Earthquake Jake, Penguins fans, but a hockey fan, was hoping the Canucks go further last year. So, Jake, you should know that my second team is actually the Pittsburgh Penguins. And that comes as a result of two things. Number one, Sidney Crosby is an absolute gem. He is one of the GOATs, right? Mount Rushmore material, if you ask me, for greatest of all time. And two, because the Canucks have had some really bad teams in the last couple decades, and you always need to have a good backup to cheer for in the playoffs. So Pittsburgh Penguins have a reputation of making the big dance in the postseason. So I have been cheering for them anytime the Canucks get knocked out. Drew Richards, 32 people in the chat. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Remember to smash that like and sub and join the conversation. Go Canucks, go. Good games is all we need. Thank you for joining, Jake. Yeah, good hockey in Van and the Penguins bringing it. Yeah, a little bit. Vancouver finally found their legs a little bit in that last shift, so that's good to see. I think the shots are almost even now. I mean, if you're Pittsburgh too, Earthquake Jake, you got to be worried too. Because a 1-0 lead is not a lot going into the second period. And there's some tired players going to be out there soon. Oh, what a save. Nedeljkovic with a good save. Canucks are just buzzing there. Oh, I think that went off the crossbar. Garland hits the crossbar. Oh, bunting, high sticks. JT Miller. Oh, and JT Miller gets a cut, so blood is drawn. Power play coming up, says Mike. You're right. Got the first unit power play out there. Yeah, you're right, Major. Penguins came to play. It's hard. Coming off back-to-back. But how do they do in the second and the third? It should be interesting. Canucks looking to tie this game up before the end of the period here on their power play, their second of the game, after failing to get a single shot on their first power play of the game. Vancouver shoots it just wide. Good setup, though. Absolutely got everything he wanted on that one. Just put a little wide. Playing that half boards. Now the Canucks rotate. Vancouver moves to the front of the net. Husey at the point. Pettersson down low. Up to Miller. Miller. Over to Hughes. Garland out on the ice. On the first unit. Interesting. Oh, Garland trying to get it to the front of the net, hoping for a chance, but Pittsburgh does well to get the puck, shoots it all the way down the ice. 2 minutes and 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. Second unit's out. 2:22 left to go in the game, or in the first period. Oh, can you imagine? 2-on-1, shorthanded. Penguins come up with the puck. Shoots wide. All the way around. Puck almost goes out front to another Pittsburgh Penguin. Now the Canucks collect. Hoglander skating it out. Yeah, Penguins get the puck, though, and shoot it all the way back down the ice. Would anyone here put Crosby on the Canucks at any point in his career? If I had Sidney Crosby, I would absolutely put him on the Canucks. I would put him on the Canucks right now. But there's no way he is going to play out his career in Pittsburgh. He will never play on another team. Canucks are now 0 for 2 on the power play because the first minor of the double minor is over. First unit back out. Minute 40 left to go in the power play. Husey walking the line. Pettersson keeps the puck in and Garland collects. Oh, Miller down to Garland, and then Garland tried to shovel it to the net. Whistle blown. 1:25 left to go in the power play. 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in the first period. Reminder, we're going to have Mr. Dustin Boydell coming up. Have a chat, the Dusty and Rusty Sideshow. Shot. Down low, blocker save. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Lazer shot. Another save. Nedeljkovic. It's a mouthful. Said it right both times so far. Don't expect it to happen every time. Now the clock has crashed, so we have no idea how much time is left. I think the Canucks clock has crashed every single game so far. But I understand because, trying to run these boards is crazy sometimes. Miller with a shot. Here another. Oh, not quite enough time. The gargoyle just winding up for a shot in the high circle there. Couldn't quite get it. All right. That's the end. The Canucks will have a little bit of power play time left to start the period. We're going into the first intermission here. So as we always do, or a lot of the time, the majority of the time actually, we go right to everyone's favorite guest, really. Mr. Dustin Boydell. Welcome to the show, sir. Let's see. You're not showing up on the stream right now. No, it's not you. It's just me. Let's see. Discord. Hello, Discord. Where are you, friend? There we go. Let's make you visible, shall we? There we go. Working out the kinks on the fly as we always do, and I can't complain about the fact that the Sportsnet people can't get their clocks to work either. So, welcome, Dustin.
Thank you for having me, as usual.
It's always good to have you. If you have been watching the stream, you see we got the chats able to come on the screen. So, if we get any questions for you as we're going through, I'll bring those up on the board. You should be able to see them as they come up as well, but I'll read them out to you. But let's
just to clarify, they're allowed to do what on the screen?
Yeah. There's a lot of things, We've got the square jars ready to go. So let's start off where we always do, Dustin. What did you like? Because there might be harder to find this game.
That was a tough period to find positives out of. There was some good late pressure. That mishmash line that got stuck out there, Garland, Hoaglander, and Suter, with some good late pressure there, generated a couple of close chances. Garland, I mean, he's always, every night, every game, he's becoming one of the most underrated players in the entire league. What a turnaround, endearing himself to fans now after the trade controversy at the beginning of last season, the fight with Joshua in practice, to see where he's brought his game to and elevated his game to is just incredible. And any line he plays on, he's going to be hard on the puck. He's going to control the puck, and he's going to find the open space when he doesn't have the puck. And so he's just becoming a very, very versatile player, and I love watching him every game.
I know what I love watching is you in that skate jersey. Sorry, I didn't even say that right off the black skate night. But yeah, with Garland, I think we were chatting a little bit about ever since that fight with Dakota Joshua, he's been on fire. So, we already
best friends now.
We already covered. Yeah, they are best friends now. We covered the downs essentially with that comment, right? Like there wasn't a lot. There was maybe one shift. They looked not bad on that two penalties they got, or power plays they got near the end there. Looking more dangerous than the first one. Sometimes the power play to start the game can be really difficult, but encouraging that they ended strong, but definitely was a stretch to get started.
Absolutely. A couple negatives I kind of had jotted down. The power play is still sloppy. We give up a breakaway on the first one, 2-on-1 there late in the period. That has got to stop. I don't know how it stops. I don't know if we have to go to two defensemen on the point to make it stop. I kind of have PD is not being useful on the power play right now. If he's not going to shoot the puck and he's not going to be hard on the puck, then he shouldn't be on the first unit power play.
Well, the
I
way they had
understand
it set up there
right now.
with Besser on the one side, he got that great shot, right? And you got Pettersson on the other side with the other hand. He should be able to get the exact same shot from the other side, theoretically.
Yes. And, if they're not going to utilize that, then why not unleash the Hronek slap shot and put him out there with Hughes, run two defensemen on the point. You cut down those odd man rushes that you shouldn't be giving up shorthanded. And maybe we start generating some shots on the power play, because it's getting extremely frustrating to watch as a fan how we cannot even control the puck in their zone when we have an extra man. Like, what is going on? We have far too much talent, and it just needs to change, and I don't know what the answer is. And also, with all the scrutiny that's being thrown on PD right now, I think overshadowing a lot of someone else's struggles is DeBrusk. He really has not shown anything offensively in the last few games. He's forechecking and doing a few things, but you saw on the 2-on-1 with Besser there, I would have expected a shot maybe instead, a shot for a rebound instead of trying to needle that pass through.
But even the pass was a bad one too, right?
Get through. So exactly. And I think it's another player who's got some stuff going on between the ears and needs to get some confidence back. We know he can play well and can play with some edge and attitude, but he seems to have lost that a bit right now.
Yeah, I think, going back to the point, right? Miller versus Petey, it looked like Miller might have been trying to give him some juice in the practice and maybe get his legs going, his heart going. I was hoping maybe the result would be, Dakota Joshua and Garland end up fighting in practice, and Garland's been great ever since. I was hoping maybe you get the same result from Pettersson, but I haven't really seen it so far tonight. What did you see in that report about Miller and Pettersson getting into it in practice? What are your thoughts?
I think it's clear that everyone sees the tough start that Petey's having. Teammates, coaches, fans, Petey. From the sounds of it, there was some information on the 32 Thoughts podcast from Elliot Friedman talking about how, Petey's friends are even letting him down by sharing negative things on social media and sending them directly to him. At this point, it's like, Petey, maybe you should get a private number and focus on the important stuff.
Right.
I think he needs to remember how good of a player he actually is. When you look back to that first goal he scored as a rookie against Calgary, where he came blistering down the wing and just rifled it top shelf and just basically stuck up his middle finger and said, "I'm here." He's lost so much of that swagger, and I don't understand why. Up until the All-Star game last year, it looked like he was going to just keep going and have an amazing pace, and then the All-Star game happened and he fell off a cliff. And I don't know what happened at the All-Star game. I don't know if he felt left out with the other Canucks that were there and he's just now feeling like an outcast. I know the coaches were disappointed in some of the things he was asked to do in the offseason and didn't come in with the upgrades that they expected him to kind of make to his game. And so now we see the coaches leaning on the leaders on the team like Miller and Hughes to kind of push him to find another level and unlock another gear. And, you and I have played on teams that not everybody gets along. And
I'm sure we've gotten into it in practice. Like, I can't remember a specific point, but like I was always a fiery guy, right? You've seen me get into it with teammates on a regular basis. It's part of the game.
Exactly. I mean, you and I have had our arguments being defensive partners. It happens. And, we don't have coaches, obviously, in that sort of league, but it does hurt more coming from your peers when you hear something serious. So really, hopefully this hits Petey in the right ways. And doesn't end up causing, a negative issue. I don't see it causing a negative issue, but things like this can cause locker room tension. But ultimately, I think we have the right leaders and the right attitudes to keep that sort of thing out of this situation and just move forward and just try and continue to ignite Petey and get him going to the player everyone knows he can be and expects him to be. And I've got to think that Petey himself expects it.
Right.
He is that type of player. He wants to win. He does want to win, but he's just, I think right now, emotional. And he needs to learn to put that aside or channel it into, someone more like Miller, where he channels it into taking it out on the other team instead of himself.
There's always another team you can fight with too, Petey. Yeah. I mean, and you even saw there was an incident between Brad Marchand and his coach, and then it was John Tortorella and one of his players. And it's not a normal workplace. And I saw a couple conversations about this. Like, everyone's making a big deal out of it. At the end of the day, it's hockey. Emotions are high. Things get crazy, and sometimes you get into it. If I did that at the restaurant, or if I did that in any of my other jobs in my career, there's an issue, right? HR gets involved. In this situation, that's not what happens. It's part of the game.
Yeah, and of the three situations you mentioned, I think the only one that's really most concerning is this situation in Boston.
Right. Well, but did you see Marchand's comments?
Yeah, but that's Marchand being a veteran leader and saying the right things in the media. The day after that altercation, I don't know if you saw it, but the Bruins held a players-only meeting.
Oh, really?
And they left the coaches standing on the ice waiting for them. Their practice was supposed to start at 11:30, and not a single player was on the ice at 11:30. So they left the coaches hanging and sent a message to the coaches. So it's a bit different situation.
Mutiny.
The Tortorella situation with Sealer, they both said, look, we're both passionate guys. Sometimes that happens. We move forward as a team. Boston, that didn't quite happen as much, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. We could see a a coach change here very, very early in the season
Rough
if
start
that
for Boston,
situation doesn't clear up.
Yeah. We did see a little bit of freak out on Canucks Twitter with the salary cap gymnastics that was going on. Branstrom and Baines getting sent down the other day. Everyone's like, what's happening? You just brought them up. Branstrom looks really good there, blah, blah, blah. Dustin, what the heck was going on?
That's just paper transactions. You know, it's all in a cap crunch world. Any dollar counts. And so when you have two waiver exempt players that can be moved per se back down to the AHL for 1 day of saving their NHL salary, that all counts to when it comes to the trade deadline. And we want to pick up a player that could maybe be the difference between a trade being approved and a trade being denied by the NHL. So there's a lot of ins and outs of it, but at this point, it's just kind of, you know, in Chef Alvin, we got to trust as fans. So when you see things like that in Canucks Nation, don't panic. He knows what he's doing. He's shown he knows what he's doing. I think at this point, we kind of got to let Alvin take the reins and just be a little calm about that sort of stuff.
It's time to trust. Chef Alvin knows what he's doing. He knows better than anyone. So
I know we've been hurt many times before with other GMs, but it is time to trust a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you got to leave the baggage at the door.
Exactly.
Well, then we got Pittsburgh in town tonight. They were in Edmonton last night, got whacked. Their rookie goalie facing 50 shots, lost 4-0. But one thing obviously that was talked about, McDavid and Crosby facing each other. Got the Four Nations Cup coming up for the NHL coming up in the spring. I guess it should be late winter, early spring.
Yeah, February or something.
Yeah. I guess it depends on where in Canada you're at. Weather changes a lot depending. So obviously the question to McDavid, he's pretty much the undisputed best player in the whole league. He was asked who gets to be the captain of Team Canada, and his response was like Sidney Crosby. Like, it's not even a question. Like, what does Sidney Crosby mean to Team Canada going to this Four Nations Cup?
Well, I think McDavid just still knows his pecking order in when it comes to Canada and the national team, and Crosby has shown no signs of slowing down right now in his career. I mean, he's still playing great. He's still leading this Penguins team, and took the cap friendly contract so they can continue to build and trying to do his management a favor.
It's his meme-worthy contract.
His meme-worthy contract. It's kind of like a respect ladder type of thing. Even after Crosby, I think there's plenty of Canadian captains across the NHL that are far better candidates than McDavid. McDavid is the best player in the league, yes. But until he, can show that he can lead a team to victory, is he really deserving of a C on a national level? There's plenty of other players that are leaders in a different way and have shown they can lead in the postseason and do the things that need to be done to win.
Yeah.
Until McDavid shows me that side of him, I just don't know that he's the right person to lead a national team. Yes, he's going to be a great offensive threat, but I think taking the pressure off of him to lead will allow him to be even more effective in that tournament.
It brought me back because I was doing a little bit of research for the Trevor Linden series that I'm doing. And I went back. It was Trevor Linden at the Olympics playing over there in Nagano. And then I had completely forgotten that the captain for Team Canada going into the first Olympics in like how many years with NHL players, Eric Lindros was the captain of that team. And that, I think the point I wanted to make with that is Eric Lindros took that C with no problem. He was the best player in the world at the time. Absolutely. Was dominating, right? You look at Eric Lindros between 97 and before he started getting the head hits, he was the absolute dominant. But the difference is McDavid knows, and he's like, no, Crosby is still the man, right? So shows you the difference in mentality between a guy like Eric Lindros and a guy like McDavid.
Well, Eric Lindros was always about Eric Lindros. you look down that bench and it was a whole bench full of egos. Even the coach had an ego. I mean, Mark Crawford left Wayne Gretzky sitting on the
Yeah.
bench in a shootout. So
I mean,
let's not get into the Nagano
Yeah.
Olympics.
Oh, we're
'cause
going to get
there's
into it, but
so
well, that'll be on one of the episodes of the Mayor of Vancouver, a 10-part series of Trevor Linden. Hoping to get the first one out for you guys pretty quick here. Before we get going, I wanted to touch like we do. The Abbey Canucks playing their home opener. I believe it was last night, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Last night they had their home opener. Incredible start to the game. They came out flying the first shift. They could have had about 3 goals on the first shift. They really fed off the crowd energy. Unfortunately, we did give up the first goal of the game. Brisebois was drawing into his first game of the season, and he did have a very awful turnover right up the middle, and it ended up in the back of the net. But that was really the only blemish from the Canucks last night. We had Klimovich, or the Klim Reaper, as they call him in Abbey, with an absolute laser to get Abbey's first goal. He had an assist in the game and 5 shots on net. So he has had a great start to the season. He looks offensively driven. His shot looks good, and he's driving the net hard and creating lots of offensive opportunities. Lekaramaki made his first start of the season and looked very good. He had 3 shots on goal. He assisted on the second goal with a shot from the point that was tipped in by Atu Ratu, who was in the lineup again. And then we also had Friedman wire one home in the second period to round out the scoring. There was no scoring in the third. So they won. They took that home 3-1.
Oh, nice.
Tolopilo was sharp again. He stopped 19 of 20 shots. And the Canucks absolutely peppered the San Diego goalie with directing 38 shots on goal.
Yeah, so good effort.
Yeah, great effort. And they're going again tonight. They are in the second period. It is currently 1-0 San Diego, probably on a goal that Tolopilo wants back. It was on a 2-on-1. He kind of had the shot sneak through him, left a juicy rebound for the player driving in the net, and they just banged it home to the yawning cage. Shots are 15-10 for San Diego right now, so Abbotsford's a bit on their heels today. But as you kind of I don't know if you picked up on there, but Tolopilo is getting his back-to-back starts. So he is slowly emerging as the bona fide starter in Abbotsford with his start to the season. He has not yet lost in regulation. He's off to a 3-0 start and looking very solid so far.
Yeah, I'd say he's the new goalie of the future down there. So that's he's looking good to hear that he's doing well. Dustin, for the first time ever, we're going to do something new. I told everyone already. We're going to bring you back onto the show for a quick post-game chat just to see how things ended up. So until then, enjoy the game, and we'll chat with you soon, brother.
Absolutely. Go Canucks, and we will talk to you soon.
There it is, Dustin. The beauty. So, we're about to get into it. The puck's about to get dropped. I'm going to do the countdown for you. Puck, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. There's your countdown. Hopefully everyone can get all synced up with that. Let's see here. Into the second intermission. Canucks still on a brief power play, but it's already over. Lankinen with a good save. Getting a shot off and Lankinen getting a leg on it. All right. See if the Canucks can get a little better juice. Now leading in shots 12-9 after only having 2 for the first 12 minutes. Crosby with the puck. You always get nervous. Who knows what he's going to do with it. Just under 19 minutes left to go in the second period. Thank you, Dustin, once again. We'll see you again at the end of the game. Hopefully we have some good news to report on. Penguins doing well to control the play to start the second period. Canucks have to change. I think they have the one line out there that they started the period with. Chico saying Dodgers win. Dodgers win. It's up 2-0 then in the series. Both games played in LA. Nice. Major Tao actually hearing the Dodgers fireworks. Oh no, Rust with another chance. Wrap around on the backhand and manages to get it to go. Another slow start to the period for the Canucks. The Canucks are not looking like they have the same juice, but if you're the Pittsburgh Penguins and you're coming off a 4-0 loss, oh my goodness. It's Susie and Myers out there again. And it's the same kind of situation as you see a little bit with these two defensemen is Myers and Susie get kind of crossed up, and that allows Russ to go behind the net, wrap it around and put it right in the net. You hate to see it. AJ Duelist in the chat. Nice to see you. Jacob Cozy. Just hurts watching. I love the Nucks, and they can still win. They should be dominating these guys on back-to-back. Yeah, Jacob, I agree. Thank you for joining. Appreciate having you. I hope they... the Canucks got to hold on here, I think. Get those legs going. It's been 3 days since they played, and a lot of the time, even if you have a little break in between, it is quite difficult to play your first game back home. Oh, what a save by Lankin. And now the Canucks, if they move quick, can get an offensive zone chance. But Pittsburgh does well to get back. The Canucks just dump the puck in and get the puck deep. I wonder if Petey's knee is flaring up, says Calvin. Sorry, guys. The goal was a necessary sacrifice for the Dodgers win tonight. Yeah, Dodgers playing well. Sprong trying to bring it out in front with a good little move, but couldn't finish the job. 16, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. Oh. Letang missing a wide open net. Yeah, Major Tao, you're right. Canucks do look flat-footed. Should Petey go to SeaWorld and connect with his inner orca? Good job, Langdon, with that save. Canucks now take a face-off in the offensive zone. Miller taking the face-off, so that's good. A little help from Besser. Miller wins the draw back to Hughes, and they control. Veronik with a big shot. DeBrusque trying to jam it in backhand. Nedeljkovic with a good save. Quinn Hughes controlling over to Veronik. Throws it down low. All the way around the boards. Oh. Puck goes out of play. Another whistle. It'll probably be in the Pittsburgh zone for the faceoff. Let's see here. AJ Duelist. Big Mac P needs that Rocky speech. Honestly. Yeah, can someone get that Rocky speech queued up for him? Susie takes a shot. Nedeljkovic with an easy save. Jay Bocott. I was freaking out. I had just bought a Baines Young Guns. Pedersen scores! The game is now closer as the Canucks score a goal to make it 2-1. Tyler Myers with a good play to keep the puck down low. There it is, Petey. Everyone called it. Finally! Yes! Petey scores. Yeah, Myers goes all the way down low, and then Garland takes it behind the net, puts it out front to Pettersson, and Pettersson just rips it off the bar and in. What a wonderful shot. Good job, boys. There's the first one. Hopefully that gives the boys some juice. We need to get some juice for the boys. Was a beauty, wasn't it, Drewski? Myers with his second assist of the season. Got Desharnais controlling behind the Canucks bench, or Canucks net. Gets it all the way down the ice. See if Bluger and his line can do anything, but doesn't look like it. Sherwood with a steal. Yeah, what a goal! Bluger and Sherwood 2-on-1. Beauty pass from Bluger. Sherwood rips it in for his second goal of the season. In rapid fashion, the Vancouver Canucks have tied the game. There it is. At the 15-11 mark of the second period. Good turnover. Pittsburgh's defenseman falls down. And Bluger with just a beauty pass. Sherwood just rips it. No hesitation. No hesitation, just some celebration. Sherwood just putting it in. That's a tie game, people. Let's go, Purple Lion. Welcome. Welcome, AJ Duelist. Let's go. Matt, we're tied. Yeah, what a saucer, eh, Drewski? A perfect pass. So Desharnais with the beauty pass all the way up to JT Miller in. Shot. Oh, in the net! And I think Miller is not celebrating because he's not sure if they're going to count it. What is this chaos? I feel like the Penguins are going to probably challenge that one. But if I'm quickly looking here, yeah, the coaches are definitely going to look at this one. So we got Pettersson at 406. We got Kiefer Sherwood at 449. And we got JT Miller at 510. So we're looking at 3 goals in a minute and 5 seconds. Let's see. Because Miller doesn't hit the goalie, I don't think. I think he's knocking Carlson around. 3 tallies in a minute and 5 seconds. They counted it. They didn't even challenge it. This is wild. Oh my God. This is just wild. 3 goals in a minute and 5 seconds. Insane. Big Mac, what'd you say? That's Sherwood. The PD jolt. You're right, AJ Duelist. Miller to take the lead. What a crazy sequence of events. PD's fired up. Calvin's like, wait, what? Good thing I was paying attention for that minute and 5 seconds. Holy. Yeah, what a collapse by Pittsburgh, but what a surge by the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, the thing with Pittsburgh is that's offside. So the faceoff will come outside the Canucks line. Pittsburgh has looked so good so far. They have actually been in generally controlling mode when they've been playing so far this game, but man, just like that. Big Mac dollar in the swear jar. Look at all this. Just everyone's stoked. Everyone is stoked. PD for 2, boys. Yeah, we got one more ready to go. Lucas. Yeah, they forgot what defense is. Yeah, Lucas, you're right. Because the Pittsburgh player was sitting in the Canuck zone. Just wild. Pachico, you are absolutely right. This is glorious. So maybe we'll get some old 1980s hockey here, and we'll end the game at like a 10-7 score or something like that. I got the Pettersson line out with Garland and Hoglander. Petey looking a little crafty in the corner, getting it down low to Garland. Garland working behind the net too. Does well to keep it down low. Pettersson putting it back down to Garland. Myers. Puck goes all the way down to Pettersson. Pettersson puts it back down low again. Garland working hard in the corners again. Tyler Myers shot wide. Tried to get it past the defenseman or the forward who was blocking, but ended up just going wide. Pettersson takes the puck off the boards and keeps control. Garland back down to Hoglander. Garland back up to the point. Susie out. Pettersson trying to get a slap, a tip on net. Couldn't quite get it to go. Yeah, Pettersson tried to keep it down low. Not a bad chance, but it went off some shin pads and came back out. Knock your head on the table. What did I say? What did I say? What did I jinx? What are you saying? You don't want a 10-7 game? Big Mac's thinking I'm jinxing it, right? Wouldn't you want to see a 10-7 Canucks victory? Calvin's saying it too. Feeling a second goal for Petey. Chico, therefore, the Dodgers should be the Canucks World Series team. Yep, I'm fine with that. I mean, we hate the Yankees, and we definitely hate the Rangers. So I'm absolutely fine with the Dodgers being our team in the World Series. Major Towel. Yeah, we got a couple people representing from California, so we're going to throw our support behind the Vancouver Dodgers. Aiden Patel looking for a 10-5 win. Okay, is that better there for you? Mr. Big Mac, are you okay with a 10-5? Yeah, boys need to full pump Petey's tires in this intermission. Yeah. What a nice shot. Right off the post and in. You know, Petey gets 2, but can he get 3? I think he can get 3. He's going to score 2 and then get an empty netter for the hat trick. Pittsburgh ices the puck. Not a cake in sight, and they still have all this icing. Fools. What other things can you put icing on? Because you can put it on cake. I guess you can put it on cupcakes. Chico, this proves the Dodgers win equals 3 Canucks goals in 1 minute. Yep. Petey scoring brought awesome energy to the team. Yep. I mean, everyone's stoked for him, right? Like, I don't know, throw a hundo in the swear jar. Yeah, Major Tao wasn't sure how they were going to do in the second here. The Vancouver Dodgers, it's official. West Coast represent. Blocked in front by Quinn Hughes. Speed coming out of the zone. He's going to lead the rush. Going right down into the corner on a forecheck. Can't quite collect the puck. The Canucks changed their players. Now Quinn Hughes will probably go to the bench. Got the 4th line out for the Canucks now. Baines, Suter, and Sprong. So let's see if Sprong can do anything. We're looking for Sprong to do something. Offside. Purple line. I'm looking to buy a jersey, and I am just wondering if we have the young superstars like someone who will be here for the next 12 years. I mean, purple line, Quinn Hughes, absolute young superstar, captain of the team. Not a bad jersey to pick up. Been chatting with some randoms. You know, we have Dustin come on. We have Laserbeam. Not Laserbeam. Can you imagine if we had Laserbeam, Fortnite streamer? Anyone here who doesn't know Fortnite doesn't know who Laserbeam. We're getting Lazer from the hockey shop to come on. So if you want to go down and see Langley, the hockey shop, they got some nice jerseys down there. Quinn Hughes, good option. But as I was saying, I'm asking a lot of guys who their favorite Canuck of all time is, and a lot of them are saying Hughes, so might not be a bad thing. Purple line to get a Quinn Hughes jersey. But you can always go for a classic, right? Like, I would never stop you from buying a Trevor Linden jersey. Big 16 on the back, C on the chest. Absolutely. Trevor Linden jersey. The funny thing is I only own one jersey, and it's an absolutely beauty, but it's Trevor Linden, but it has the A on the chest. And I think I'm going to have to go get that changed because he never actually had that jersey on with a C on his chest. But the only reason he didn't was because Mark Messier is a piece of shit who came in and stole it from him. So, I gotta put it. I'm just dropping swears all over tonight. I'm really trying to get money put in the swear jar so we can get Fuji out of jail. Drewski says Petey's has got him hyped. Great to see. Yeah, we do look better. Beautiful. Kiefer Sherwood stoked to score. AJ Duelist, this is the game Petey needed. Absolutely. Yeah. Sherwood leading the league in hits. Almost gave up on them. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, Drewski agrees with AJ. Yeah. 10-5 works for Big Mac, so we'll have a 10-5 game here. Canucks win 10-5. Kiefer Sherwood has played 5 minutes so far and has 4 hits. So every time he's on the ice, he essentially gets 1 hit every shift. So now we got the fourth line out again. Sprong with some good wheels. Blows past. Another goal! Look at that! Sprong does something! Bane 2! Sent down to the AHL. Brought back up just in time for the game. Sprong goes right around the defenseman. Takes a shot. Good rebound out to Baines. And Baines just jams it in the net. 4-2. My goodness. I'm going to wear out the scoreboard. Baines with a big smile on his face. So Baines starts to play up to Sprong. Sprong just good legs. And the Pittsburgh defenseman falls. And then rebound right off Nedeljkovic. And Baines jams it in. You love to see it. The fourth line is scoring. Fourth line scores the fourth goal. AJ Duelis, when was Petey's last Hattie? I want to say Kraken game, but could be wrong. Oh, that's Baines' first goal of the season? Oh, Pittsburgh called a timeout. It's not under review. That's wild. Pittsburgh, now with 10 minutes left to go, giving up 4 goals in the last, 5 minutes. Yeah, this is just anarchy. Look at this scoring summary. Pettersson at 406, Kiefer Sherwood at 449, JT Miller at 511, and then, we have to have more of a gap. You can't score that many goals within a minute right away. Archie Baines with his first of the year, and Sprong's first assist, first point in the regular season as well. Good to see. So Archie Baines getting his first, Sprong getting his first point, and then after the timeout, Pittsburgh immediately steps on the ice and ices the puck. So you love to see that, eh? Just chaos. We love to see it. Actually, I think I got a stat muse and trying to find out when the last Pettersson. See. Yeah, Pettersson's last hat trick was against Nashville in October of last year. So it's been almost a year to the date. 3 goals. Pretty wild. Back to the bar. Pittsburgh hoping to turn this momentum around. The Canucks now lead in shots 20-10. Bluger dumps the puck in. Kiefer Sherwood goes in on the forecheck. Yeah, Pittsburgh had 7 shots in the first period, and now they only have 3 shots this period. Yeah, so I hope that last time, October 31st last year against Nashville, is PD's last hat trick. Insert sexual joke about icing. Yep, I mean, not wrong. Big Hog Hockey. Guys, the Vancouver Canucks are good. Big Hog Hockey, are you secretly Knuckhead? Is Knuckhead secretly in our chat? This is where Knuckhead gets his tips and tricks. No, not at all. Yeah, all this did start off. Brancham with a shot trying for his first goal. Nedeljkovic, good save, almost right on the goal line there. Ah, so for Baines, it's literally his first goal and point. Sprung again. Spinning! Couldn't quite get the spin-a-rama to complete. Gets knocked down. Oh! Did everyone else see that TV do weird stuff? Lankinen with another save. First shot in a while for Pittsburgh. Yeah, so Archie Baines, Surrey native with his first goal and first point. You'll love to see it. Jay Bocott, always keeping me up to date. Always keep me up to date on how to pronounce things. Always keep me up to date on what the actual stats are. Big Hog Hockey is back. Big Mac, this is effing amazing. Penguins are now, yeah, it's gonna be tough sailing for the Penguins, I think, from this point on. Because I mean, you are playing at, now it's 11:30 their time, and they played last night. So they lost to Winnipeg. They OTL'd. They lost in overtime to Calgary, and then they lost to Edmonton. Now they're down 4-2 to the Canucks in the second period. Ah, so yeah, I thought, yeah, you're right, Jay. I thought he had that assist, so that would have been his first point. But you're right. So if he had that one taken away, then that means that that his first point is a Canuck. Got the PD line out again. See what else they can get doing. Oh, we got Sherwood out now instead of Garland. Must be mid-shift change. Canucks are dealing with a situation here because Pittsburgh is continuing to break the rules and ice the puck and have been told what the rules are. They have the book. There's no reason. Maybe they have cupcakes. Maybe the Pittsburgh Penguins, instead of playing hockey, they've got the old, what's those little mini ovens? Who remembers those little mini ovens we used to be able to get? Oh, gosh. They're making cupcakes on the bench is what I'm trying to say. Easy bake oven. The Pittsburgh Penguins have a bunch of easy bake ovens on the bench. They're making cupcakes, so they need the icing. Sherwood with another shot. Just wide. Randstrom with a shot down low. Again, hope for another rebound. Nedeljkovic clears the puck over the glass. Gets a whistle. Purple line, you'd love to see it, but it's nice when you're getting offense from many lines. Hughes is happy. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so Major said, purple line, does Hughes get a goal? Yeah, and then purple line said, absolutely that Hughes gets a goal tonight. And then Calvin's reacting, yeah, almost a full year since Pettersson's had a hat trick. But again, like at the end of the day, I'm not as upset with Pettersson not scoring. If he's getting points, if he's setting other people up, if he's playing well defensively, if he's throwing his body around, I got no problem. But for a while there, he looked like he didn't know what he was doing out there. Even tonight, you just saw after he scored, he tried a little bit of stuff on the boards. He's looking stronger on the puck. It's going to be great to see. Big hog. Yeah. AJ, you're very right. What a story. Baines, though. Unrestricted free agent because he didn't get signed. And now he has his first NHL goal. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Big hog hockey. Uh-oh, another nothing is perfect rant about icing. Yes, thank you, everyone. Easy Bake Oven. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone knows the Easy Bake Oven. Yeah, or Big Mac has it right too. Incredibly impossible finger burners. Not easy. Rod in the chat. Welcome, Rod. Canucks rule and putting out the Canuck colors there. You love to see it. You love to see it. Chris Matos. Chris Matos. Hey, bud. Can I have mod? Chris, you know, we'll see what happens. Come out for a couple of streams. See how well behaved you are, and maybe we'll get you a mod title. But welcome, Chris, into the chat, watching the game. Everyone's having fun. The Canucks are blowing up here. 5:20 left to go in the second period. There's so much going on. I haven't been updating the time, but AJ, did Hughes tell the boys to dig in the intermission? Dig in right effing now. Connor Cahill, man, the Penguins had a fast start, but looks like they've had their faster finish. Yeah. Yeah, it started well, haven't been able to finish there. I guess they've actually... Can I have a mod? Yes, Chris. Oh, so Chris, do you want to be a mod or do you want to talk to a mod? Because Big Mac is a mod. Big Mac is a mod. Drew Richards is a mod. Major Tau is a mod. Snicker Snatcher is a mod. Canucks controlling again. 4-2, second period. Hronek over to Hughesy. Hughesy wrists it towards the net. Hits a crowd in front. And the Canucks are mid-change. You got DeBrusk and Suter. Yeah, it looks like the fourth line's just coming off the bench right now. Connor. Sprong, another dangerous looking chance. Just couldn't quite get the puck in the slot. Canucks are all over them and could put this game out of reach before the third period. Yeah, well, I mean, with that game last night and those old legs, like the Pittsburgh Penguins are not a young team. Sprong looking fresh. Sprong working to get to the front of the net. You love the effort. Rod. Hockey. Check. KSRF. Skate. Drew Richards. AJ Doulos. Hope not. That only gets you so far, apparently. Yeah, Drew Richards lives in Edmonton, so had an up close and personal look at that Edmonton Oilers run to the Cup Finals last year. Major Tau at Chris Matos, Winky Face check, Halloween, Hockey Stick, Chaos Giraffe. Hachiko, if the Discord server ever comes into existence, I humbly ask for a role in it, no matter how small. Hachiko, can you do me a favor? I have my my email address that you can reach me at in my profile on YouTube. So Hachiko, if you can go over to the profile, grab that email address, shoot me an email, and then we can look at what we can do, because the Discord server is very close to being done. And I also wanted to chat with you and Tao about possibility of coming to actually join the stream live while you guys are down watching the game in LA. So yes, Hachiko, go check out my email address. It is nothingisperfectyt@gmail.com. Same thing. The O is a 0. So shoot me an email. Major Tao as well. I'd like to make the same request. If you can, go and check out my email address. Shoot me an email. I'd like to get in contact with the two of you to see if we can hook up something fun, bring you guys on live during the game when they're playing down in LA. So Major Tao Hachiko, that's your homework. Nothing is perfect. YT@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and we'll see if we can hook something up. Big Hog Hockey prediction: Sherwood will hit Crosby and end his career. Nah, Crosby's a beast. Crosby is a beast. Sherwood will hit him, I have no doubt, but Crosby is like got those tree trunk legs, so We still need Crosby for the Four Nations Cup, all right? Darren A. Puck getting tipped in front by Petey. Major Tau, Connor Cahill, Pens are had a good start though, bro. Yeah, they did. Chris Matos, Pittsburgh's coach, is probably so mad because they had a 2-goal lead and now they're losing by 2. Yep. Absolutely ridiculous. What a swing. 3 goals in a minute and 5 seconds. AJ, people forget that Baines in his final year was a top point producer in the WHL. Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely turned it on down there in the dub. Hoglander losing a footing and gives the puck away behind the net. 325, 24, 23, 22, 21. Yeah, that looks correct. Nothing is perfect. Yes, let's see if I can bring this up. Yeah, so that is accurate. Anyone who wants to get in contact with me too, this is my stream email. So feel free. We are going to be starting the Discord server up. I'm like 90% of the way to being done that, and I will have it done by the end of this month. That's the goal, is to get the Discord server done. The first goal is to get these chat messages on the screen for you guys. So we got that done now. That's checked off the list. Now it's the Discord. Yeah, but I'd love to have Major Tau and Hachiko come and join the stream while they're watching the game together. That would be lots of fun. 4-2 Canucks lead. They now lead in shots 27-12. That means that Pittsburgh has given up almost 80 shots through 5 periods of hockey in the last 24 hours. 80 shots within the last 24 hours against. Chris, I am a Canucks fan. Yes, I am a Canucks fan. Been a Canucks fan ever since I can remember. My first Canucks experience was the 94 loss. Besser's ahead of the play. Can't quite get there. Besser takes it off the end boards, and Nedeljkovic does well to smother the puck. Yeah, the majority of us are Canucks fans. We did have a Pittsburgh fan in here earlier. I don't know if they're still here, though. Mike, can we get a 5-goal period? Oh, Besser's trying there. The face reveal. Yeah, so Never Ever 5th coming up pretty quick here. Try and hook things up. Literally, we'll just have you come on. Hopefully through Discord, we can even have you guys on at the same time. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, Major and Hachiko are both going to be at the game in LA. Canucks at Ducks November 5th. Oh, look who decided to show up. So Earthquake Jake is not in fact Jake's Takes, which we thought. So Jake, there was earlier someone in here named Earthquake Jake. We thought you might have changed your name to hide, but not. Here you are, unless you've just gone and changed your name back. And just so everyone knows, Jake actually joined me for a quick chat. And you'll be able to see that chat coming up on Monday during the second intermission. Coming up in this intermission, we're going to see Lazer from the hockey shop. Another shot. Canucks are now controlling again. Will there be an RA for the game against New Jersey on October 30th? Will be some game as it's Hughes versus Hughes. Yeah. Hughes on Hughes violence. Love to see it. Jake in the chat. Drew Richards, can you believe that Crosby, Malkin, and Letang have been together in Pittsburgh for 18 years? What a crazy stat. Canucks pushing for that 5th goal. Puck gets cleared down the ice, though. 20 seconds left to go in the period. You definitely have to respect that. Yeah, man, they're still on the top PP. 5 seconds left. Cool. End of the period. Canucks exploding for 4 goals in the second period. What a wild turn of events. Quick look here. Chico, the Kings are November 7th, homie. Chico says, I know. I'll be at that one. Chico's going to 2 games, I think. Lucky Chico. So let's have a look over here. End of the period. Let me update that. Center. Did I have it saying second intermission that entire thing? Nobody knows that, right? Second intermission. Right. So as I mentioned, let's actually jump on over to that. So this is the YouTube channel for the Hockey Shop. And we'll have a look over here at their shorts. Their most popular shorts here. So I'm going to show you guys this. And then hopefully this helps you. There we go. This is Lazer. He features on the YouTube channel for the Hockey Shop, so go check them out. They got a lot of funny shorts. But I actually had a chance to sit down with the legend that is Mr. Lazer. So I'm gonna let you guys have a look at that. And here we are, very excited to have the one and only Lazer from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Lazer. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
No slap shots.
Happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here.
So Lazer, we've got some hard pressing questions for you in this interview today. I think we'll start off by talking about your lofty career so far with the Hockey Shop. What's it like on a day-to-day basis working down there at that crazy Hockey Shop?
Oh, the Hockey Shop. It's hockey heaven there. Every time I see people when they come in there, they're always happy. Why wouldn't you be happy when you're at hockey heaven? Let me tell you. Every time someone comes in there, they always recognize me from the videos. The kids, they just love it. And then the parents, they have no clue. They're always just like, what is going on here? And then they're like, can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, of course you can get a picture with me. So then they're like, what's going on here anyway?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I'm really liking it.
That's awesome. So let's talk about that, because not only is it the Hockey Shop, place full of all the greatest hockey equipment in the whole world, you guys also have a very good media presence on TikTok, YouTube, that kind of stuff. How did that start? How did you get into making those videos at the Hockey Shop?
Well, what they do is they've got a media group there. So there's 3 people that actually run it. So there's a guy that does the camera. There's Luke, the tape guy. And then there's Megan, who does a lot of the editing and stuff for the videos. So what they do is they just shoot all the videos in the store. So this is like during work time. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times when they do stuff for like sales or different products that are coming out, and then the odd time when they're doing like whatever they think of, and they come out to me, and then they ask me, they say, hey, Lazer, we're going to do such and such. Do you mind coming? And then so what ends up happening when I'm involved is that I just do stuff off the cuff. Right, I don't really have a script. There's nothing like that. So they'll say, okay, we've got such and such. We got these gloves or whatever. They're from the 60s. So I've got one of these videos where they bring these old gloves to me. And I just said, I remember these gloves back in the day. I scored a 65 goal game, something like that. This is right off the cuff. But I really like that because I'm not good with scripts. I'm better when I'm just let it roll, right? Let it roll. But with these guys, they're just awesome. Like they're in their early 20s, and this is what they do. They've gone to school for this kind of stuff. It's all marketing. And let me tell you, the stuff that they do through the store, it's a big hit with the kids. And then the parents obviously get dragged into it because then the kids are like, oh, I saw these videos. Now I want, bring me into the store so I can meet Tape Guy Luke and Lazer and all this stuff. Because Tape Guy Luke, he's in 98% of the videos. This guy does like so much more. He's the guy that does all the videos for like the different tape jobs for the professionals, for all the kids to follow so they can put their tape jobs on their hockey sticks and stuff. So the kids will come into the store and they'll be like, oh, hey, there's Lazer. And then the next thing they say is Tape Guy Luke in the store? Can you go get him? So I'm like chopped liver, let me tell you. I'm only there because I'm there during the day all the time. But those guys work in the back. So they're in the back office and that's what they do. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. It's a really good thing for the store, let me tell you. They get a lot of business from that.
Yeah, it's good marketing. So obviously we can see you got the skate shirt on and the skate hat on, and in the background there we got the skate jersey. It looks like a JT Miller, I think, with the A on there.
Yeah, that's the wife's favorite player, JT Miller. And then of course that one there, that's my favorite guy from back in the day.
Juice.
Bieksa. Now that guy, he was a beast.
Scoring that big goal against San Jose. He was the only one in the entire stadium who knew where the puck was.
Oh, the stanchion goal. I got to tell you, man, that was unreal. He didn't even know he scored that one. You see the reaction he has when he scores that goal when you go watch it on YouTube? Oh, he just like freaked.
So I guess that might even answer my next question then. Who's your all-time favorite Canuck player? You had to pick one.
Well, my all-time favorite player that goes back to like, this is going back a ways, right? I mean, I was watching them when they had like McGillney, you know, and the Naslins and the Jurke Lumes and Russ Courtnall. And then even farther back, like Stan Smeel. You know, these are the guys back in, I've been following the Canucks forever. I mean, so
it's a tough choice for you then.
Oh, it is a tough choice, but I got to go with right now and the team that they have put together, which is a great team. They had a great year last year. My favorite player has got to be Hughes. The guy is like unbelievable. The way he skates, the way he passes, just everything about the guy's a hard worker. So every single game that you see that kid play, he's a kid. I mean, come on, these guys they got a lot of growing to do. So, and they're going to do that over the years. But his leadership skills, his talent, but the most thing that gets me about him is his skating. The way he works the line, the way he does his twists, his turns, he works his edges. The guy's amazing. I kind of skate like him.
Do you think he's even better than he was last year?
I don't know. I think he's a little bit apprehensive this year for whatever reason. I've been watching him. Like last year, he was just like loosey-goosey, free-flowing all over the place. And so, yeah, I think it's just a matter of like they're just having a slow start. Now, they have won some games, but the first few games, I don't know what was going on. I was like a little afraid there because they were like losing games. And what ended up happening, if I remember, they had a couple of shootouts and an overtime.
Yeah, they lost to Calgary in the overtime. They lost to Philly in the shootout, and then they lost to Tampa 4-1 with the empty netter. So it was a rough start for them.
But that goal Miller got the other night, that guy, he's a gamer, man. That guy's unbelievable.
So you got a long history of cheering for the Canucks. So you're saying Quinn Hughes is your current favorite of all time. Is there like a guy from the past that who's your standout? If you had to pick, like, we're looking at the 94 team, we're looking like back, like you said, to the Steamer team. Is there? It's got to be the Naslin, Bertuzzi, Morrison. That was a group right there. That line could win games for the Canucks back in the day. Yeah.
So yeah, that group of players there, that was a good team, and those guys were good. But I mean, obviously, everybody's going to say one of their favorite players is Pavel Bure. That guy was all excitement. Every time he got the puck, everybody was like, "This is highlight." Right? That guy was a highlight player. Everything he touched turned into a highlight play.
So what about your like favorite Canucks moment? Because obviously you've been watching them for years. Is there one standout game or one moment that really tickles your fancy?
the one that really got me was the Game 7 against New York, and they hit the post. I think it was can't remember the kid's name, but Lafayette.
Yep.
Hit the post, and then we would have won the Stanley Cup. That was the moment that I remember where we could have had the cup. And all it took was that half an inch one way or half an inch the other way. Boom, right there. That's got to be it.
So what hurts more?
And then again, of course, that Bieksa off the stanchion and in when nobody knew it was going in. The goalie was clueless.
Yeah.
And we went on to the playoffs from that, into the Game 7, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, that's the year. Yeah, that was 2011. They made the run all the way up with Boston.
Yeah, no. There's so many different things that I can remember that go back and forth with players, like just different things that happened that made us think that something great was going to happen.
So what hurt more, 94 or 2011?
It's got to be 94.
94?
It's got to be. It just has to be, because we're so close. Mm-hmm. Right? Not like that we weren't there but before, but there's so many different things that's gone on over the years that just make you go, it's so hard to be a Canucks fan, let me tell you, man.
50 plus years of pain.
Oh, I know, a lot of years of pain, but a lot of good players. Mm-hmm. A lot of good players have come through the system. But the goaltending situation has always been troublesome. Mm-hmm. Like when we had Kirk McLean, him being such a stand-up guy, that guy, he was like, I loved the way he played because he was not a flopper. He was always like staying square to the puck. Right? Move side to side, but staying square, not flopping around. And then we get some of these other guys in here that are just like all over the place. Yeah. So he's my all-time favorite goaltender is him for sure, without a doubt.
So then, I mean, in that vein, are you thinking the gap between McLean and Luongo was probably the darkest era of Canucks goaltending, right?
Well, the thing about Luongo, he always had really good defense. Always had super good defense. Big guys, smart guys with the puck. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, he was really good himself. I mean, he's a good goalie. He's big, his reactions, very quick with his reaction, but that guy had a lot of good people in front of him. So that kind of changes it a little bit. I mean, back to when every goaltender plays better when they have a better defense in front of them because they're more relaxed. Right. They know that the puck's going to get cleared, right? They know that they're going to sacrifice the body, those type of things. So with Kirk McLean, he had lots of guys too, but in those years, their defensemen weren't quite as big. Right. Like there was some smaller defensemen when all the other guys seemed to be bigger, stronger, and just smarter players. But, it's all going to be in the different eras. Every era is going to be different.
So let's talk about your era, because I know, Lazer, you're a hockey player yourself. Obviously, you know your stuff. You have an affinity for wrist shots, not slap shots. Let's talk a little bit about your career. What kind of hockey have you played over the years?
Well, I started out playing the minor hockey out in North Delta. Mm-hmm. And then obviously North Delta Surrey. So I was, down in Wally at the Surrey rink and North Delta rink. And I started late. I started at 12. Mm-hmm. And then I finished up at 18 in juvenile. Mm-hmm. So I just played minor hockey. All I ever played, because I started so late, I played in house hockey, which was fun. House hockey's good. So I enjoyed that. And then obviously through the time when I quit hockey, I didn't go back till I was in my mid-20s. And since then, I've been playing beer league hockey, rec hockey, and I'm still playing now.
Got any championship belts?
No championship belts. Yeah. I don't have any championship belts.
Still chasing that cup?
I've got lots of good memories of it. But I mean, starting so late, I didn't start getting decent at skating and playing until I was like basically from 12 to 18. That's not a big, long stretch, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean,
But now both. I've came to watch a couple of your games, buddy, and don't try to dumb that down. I've seen you play, man. The one game I first came to see you, the very first game I came to watch you, you scored a nice one.
I think that was a playoff
That was
game,
a nice
right?
goal. Yeah, and your mom and dad were there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. I mean, more than I didn't start playing ice hockey on a full-time basis until I was 30. So it was one of those things where it was super
there
late
you
for
go.
me.
I can't say that I started late then.
Yeah. You started earlier than me.
Yeah. Well, I'm still playing at the Sportsplex Arena here in Langley, and it's a 45 and over division. But I mean, they call it a gentleman's league there. So, and guess what, buddy? There's no slap shots. Yeah. And that's real. You can only bring you can only bring the stick up to your knee. That's it. It's over. They'll give you a penalty if you take a slap shot.
Yeah. That's funny. 2 minutes for slap shot.
And I've got a penalty for that, let me tell you.
Oh, so that's where your hate of slap shots really comes from. We're really digging deep here with you, Lazer.
Oh, for sure, buddy, for sure.
So what's your prospects for the Canucks moving forward? Do you think they're looking better after the road trip and moving in a good direction?
Well, you got to say, after the start of the season, they've started to tighten it up a bit now with the wins that they've just gone through. And, I got to tell you, if you have a slow start, it can only get better, obviously.
Right.
And now I can notice by watching the games that they have tightened it up. They're smarter with their passes. They're smarter with their breakouts. And using Lankinen, they've now used him a lot more. He's got more NHL experience, for one. So I think the guys in front of him are feeling a little more comfortable. And I've noticed that. So the games have changed a little bit. And all I can say is, I mean, it can only get better as it is, and it has been with the wins they've got.
So I hear you got some connections down at the hockey shop. Before I let you go, I'm just going to request that, maybe a nice Trevor Linden jersey, the black skate, the C on the chest. If you got any of those laying around, you can send them my way. Okay, Lazer?
Hey, you come in and see me, I'll set you up, and you'll be a happy man. You'll leave smiling.
Thanks so much for joining the show today, Lazer. We'll talk to you soon.
Of course. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
There it is. Mr. Lazer of Hockey Shop. So as I mentioned, if you want to go check out their stuff, the Hockey Shop BC on YouTube. Absolutely lots of funny stuff. Let's see. Let's pull up another Lazer one here. Oh yeah, I love this one. Here, let's watch this one together. It's Boston. You get to play Boston. Oh yeah. So if you guys haven't done it yet, Hockey Shop, they got lots of funny stuff on here. Lazer shows up. Very, very funny. So go check them out. Lots of shorts. This is Tape Job Luke. So he's the main guy on this channel. So go check out the Hockey Shop. Thank you very much, Lazer, for joining the show today. Lots and lots of fun to chat with you. Yeah, let's get back in the game because it looks like things are moving forward. Or here, let's quickly. Here we are, very excited to have the one and only Lazer from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Lazer. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
No slap shots.
Happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here.
Behind the net. So Lazer, we've got some hard pressing questions for you in this interview today. I think we'll start off by talking about your loft. About to get the puck drop again, so we're going to sync it up. I'll count down from 20. Third period's about to get started, and I will count down so you guys can make sure that you are all synced up. Puck's down, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. There it is. Major Tau subbing to the Hockey Shop. Love to see it. Damn, Lazer owns that store. At least works there. Yeah, he works there. He is one of the guys running the sales floor. And also gets to have fun with all their fun hockey stuff they got. They got a shooting range in there that they can get into. And there is a rule of no slap shots. And so Lazer is there to make sure that everyone follows by those rules. Oh, quick look back what you guys are chatting about while I was chatting with Lazer. Zozo Zario back in the chat. Welcome back, Zozo Zario. Nice to have you here for the Canucks versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. Canucks scoring 3 goals in a minute 5. You came in at the right time, Zozo Zario. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Mike Torrance saying Bertuzzi is his favorite of all time. You can't go wrong. Jake's Takes claims to be a good boy. Yeah, so like I said, Jake's Takes will be coming on to the show on Monday during this second intermission. So we're going to have a chat that me and him did about his channel and his love of the Canucks. So make sure you tune in for that. Pedersen and Garland and Hogland are all standing by the front of the net. West Side. Yeah, on the West Side, we cheer for the Vancouver Dodgers. Major Tau. Bertuzzi in his prime was an absolute crusher. Absolutely. Calvin loved the era. Absolutely. The West Coast Express. Zozo Zario, heartache from 82 season. Yeah. Getting blown out by the dynasty New York Islanders. Richard Berdern doing everything he could to get the team all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, only get swept. Canucks leading 4-2, now have 30 shots. Major Tau says Pavel was the most exciting. Yeah, Pavel is a beast. I'll never forget that goal he scored where he put it off his own feet back up to his stick. Just a beauty. Big Mac, I like your talk. You sound very ambitious, Jake Takes Hockey. Yeah, Jake is a fun guy. Jake's Takes, the 0th period is underway, folks. Baines controlling. Got the Suter Baines line out. Sprong trying to retrieve the puck down low. Sprong can't take the puck off him. It deflected right on the Nelkovich. Calvin saying his favorite player was Marcus Naslin. Nazi 19. Miller in. Besser lets the puck go down low. But the Canucks can't keep control. Puck gets out to center. The Penguins dump it into the zone. Calvin, Demko is good, but he gets injured too much to be good, in my opinion. Penguin down on the ice. Oh, Rust looking like he's done something to his right leg. You don't want to see that. You want to beat them at their full strength. I just want to hear Russell say Zerwith or Zerod. Zerwith? We're in the nothingth period? The zeroth period? The orth preseason game when you're playing the zeroth period. Major Tau Naslin was so consistent, great producer, good temperament. Yeah. I posted a video on Reddit. If you haven't seen my Reddit page, go check it out. I put all the stuff on Reddit that I can't put on YouTube due to copyright because I like using copyright music, but I'll make little videos and stuff like that. And I posted a video because Tyler Myers got an assist in his 1,000th game. And Marcus Naslin actually scored a goal in his 1,000th game, but didn't even really celebrate. Just kind of skated off. Maybe we'll have a look at that goal in the next break of play. I'll try and pull up the video for you guys. Can you see Marcus Naslund scoring his 1,000th in his 1,000th game? I suddenly have a lift. 1,000th game. So DeBrusque has not been on the ice yet so far this period. So DeBrusque is currently benched. And as we were chatting, okay, here, before we get into the
Here we
DeBrusque
are,
talk,
very
let's quickly
excited
go
to
and
have
look.
the
Here's
one and
Naslund
only
scoring,
Lazer from
tie the
Hockey
game
Shop
in the
in
second
Langley.
period,
Welcome to the show,
scoring a goal in
Lazer.
his
How you doing
1,000th
today?
game.
Fabulous. No slap shots.
Naslund
slap
also
shots.
spin around and
Happy to
throws
be
it in front
here,
of the net
guys. Happy to be
off
here.
of skating
So
into the net.
Lazer, we've got some hard pressing questions for you in this interview today. I think
Look at
we'll
this.
start
He's
off
just like,
by
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
thanks,
your
guys,
lofty
thanks, guys. Okay,
career
I'm going
so
back to the
far
bench.
with the Hockey Shop.
What's it like? So low key. (15:06, 05, 04, 03, 02, 01, 59. Synced up. 4-2 Canucks lead in the third period. Besser with a shot in the slot. Nedeljkovic does well to make a save. That is a Canucks staple so far this season, working the puck down behind the net, getting it back out front. And the reason that's such a great play is because it's one of those things that goalies have to turn around and look behind them. And then when the puck comes out front, it takes that second for them to get set. And he almost snuck it through. That's the perfect shot, right above the pads, right below the blocker or the glove, depending on what side you're shooting on. That's like the NHL's favorite shot right now. Got the fourth line out again. And then we got Desharnais and Brandstrom out. Oh, the Easy Bake Ovens must have dinged because the Pittsburgh Penguins are ready for some icing. But seriously, Pittsburgh, you're using Easy Bake Ovens on the bench? That's a wild idea. Sounds delicious, but also wild. I remember watching that game when the puck bounced off the post. Yeah. Drop my Reddit. My Reddit is available for you guys in my YouTube description, but it's just Nothing is Perfect. Same name. If you guys want to check it out. Nothing is Perfect. Same name on Reddit. Search me up. Find all my funny videos. Jay Bacot, the beer goal you were talking about. It was a preseason goal. Yeah. Preseason. Just showing off, no big deal. Preseason, one of the fanciest goals I've ever seen. Not the Canucks DJ playing thick of it. Jesus. How much icing do you need for a cupcake, man? Pittsburgh? You're going to get diabetes. So Brock Besser holds the overall record for most goals per game against the Pittsburgh Penguins with 1 goal per game. I do not know the name thick of it. Otherwise, I would sing it for you. Calvin, I would sing it if I knew it. As you can tell, I do sing quite often. This might be another icing. Yep. Another icing. Seriously? Pittsburgh. I know. Easy Bake Ovens. Fun. Easy. Simple. Even a kid can do it. But this is getting excessive. Are you just going to roll your cupcakes in the icing? Learn the rules. Learn the rules. Oh, now they're playing Shania Twain. Totally crazy, forget I'm a lady. Men's shirts, short skirts. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah, good thing I don't know the song. I'm lucky, eh? Good thing I don't know Thick of It. So now we have Heinen out with Bluger and Sherwood. Oh, no, that's the normal line. Raquel with a chance. Lankinen makes another save. Carlson with a shot. Lankinen. Mr. Blanky himself. The black hole out there sucking it up. Big Mac, yeah. Did I get it wrong? I thought it was either the Flames or the Wild that 3 overtimes happened. Am I wrong? And it was Calvin answers. The third OT was in Calgary. Yeah, so they won in overtime. Double overtime was Burry scoring against Calgary. At Nothing is Perfect. Garland is great down low behind the net and battling for pucks. Yeah. He uses that low center of gravity to dig in and pretty much come out of every battle with the puck. It's wild. Langley Arena driving past there 5 hours ago. Sportsplex. Jake's takes. Everyone is so lucky I'm not the DJ. I would have played in the thick of it for every whistle, for every game, for the rest of the season. Hachiko, I remember you like eating icing without a cupcake or a cake. You can never have enough icing. Never. Everyone's trying to figure out what Big Mac's favorite goal was. Major Tau, can the Canucks get one more here? The over-under for this game is 6.5. Yeah, they can get another one. So we're looking for Petey to get another one. Yes, I do believe that was Calgary because Jerome gave us a run for the money. Big Mac 133, shoeless, short skirt. Oh. Imagine all 18,000 fans just left when the KSI sang. Oh, it's a KSI song. In the thick of it is a KSI song. KSI. No. At Nothing is Perfect. So you're Brad Pitt, Shania Twain. So you're a rocket scientist. 12:34 left to go in the third period. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Did the Canucks just steal an easy bake oven? Making some cupcakes of their own with the icing. Learn the rules. Listen. Learn the rules. Jake's takes. We will be right back to the game after these few quick messages, folks. Grizzlick with a shot after Sidney Crosby wins the faceoff. Quinn Hughes gets his puck stolen from Malkin. So you got Crosby and Malkin out there together trying to spark something. But Malkin just runs out of real estate, loses the puck, but Carlson gets the puck, carries it down low. Yeah, that was some that was some good learn the rules ASMR from Russ. Yeah. Just whispering in your ears, just right up beside you. You can probably feel my mustache right on your ear, right? And just, if anyone forgets, the Vancouver Canucks are a team in the National Hockey League. Thank you, Jake. DeBrusk is back on the ice. AJ, you're right. Canucks wanted some icing. They're just looking over at the Pittsburgh bench. They're just sitting back there shoving cupcakes covered in icing up their face, and now the Pittsburgh Penguins go offside. Oh, DeBrusk gets high sticked. Oh yeah, his visor gets all whacked out. But no call. No call. Why aren't you in your home? Are you too good for your home? Just under 11 minutes left to go in the third period. Canucks still lead 4-2. AJ with a good point. Can we give Petey the first star to hype him up? Absolutely. Get him all the hardware we can. You're welcome. Jake sending his welcome for reminding us. Who does the 3 stars? It's probably John Shorthouse and Ray Ferraro. I know John Shorthouse doesn't have Twitter, but maybe we should get on and tweet at Ray Ferraro so they can choose Mr. Pedersen as the first star. Got the Canucks fourth line out again. Almost looked like they were going to carry the puck out of the zone, but didn't quite get it to go. Yeah, Pittsburgh definitely making the effort to get back in this game, controlling the play so far. Got Desharnais, Brandstrom in the fourth line out. Sprong throws a hit. Suter comes up with the puck, clears it, but not quite out. Graves working hard. They're going to call that a penalty. Looks like Sprong got the hold on. Grabbed onto his guy, sent him to the ice, and that's going to be a power play for the filthy Pittsburgh Penguins. Looks like he's skiing out there. So it could have actually been a tripping call. I think his stick was right between the guy's legs. So call it tripping, call it holding, whatever you want. Is this even real? Like, do we really just live on this rock out in space? Like, what the hell is this? Bro, nobody knows. Canucks get the puck off the faceoff. Cleared all the way down the ice at the halfway mark at the third period. 9:56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Canucks put the puck down low on the forecheck on the penalty kill. Crosby. Puck comes out. Canucks get a change. Get some one fresh penalty killer out here. Raquel. Crosby, Malcolm. Good stick by Myers to disrupt that pass. Myers tries to put it to Susie. Susie can't handle it. Letang. Malkin. Crosby with a pass. Somebody got a stick on it. Looks like Sherwood. Minute left to go in the power play. Raquel with a shot, but it's immediately blocked by Susie. And Suter does a good job to get the puck out to center. Can't get it down low, but does manage to get a change. Canucks managed to get everyone to change except for Susie. Oh no, Myers is still out there too. So both defensemen are still on. Then Sherwood gets the puck and makes sure and rips it all the way down the ice. Nedeljkovic collects the puck. Drew likes your question. Now you're asking the right questions, Jake. Reality isn't real, man. This could all be a simulation. We're all automatons on some galactic scale computer. Some cheap version of The Sims. Matt, another sausage party in here tonight? Yeah, we haven't seen Leah. We haven't seen my sister. But I think B, you're a lady, right? If you're still here, B. I'm freaking out, Drew. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. I'm freaking out, man. Blanking it with another save. Hoglander turns the puck over at his own blue line. Got the Pedersen line out with Garland. Hughes gloves it down. Dumps it in. Hoglander goes in on the forecheck. Oh, can't quite control the puck. Loses it in the corner. Now we got a change happening. The Miller line coming out onto the ice. Drewski. Quick, everyone show Matt your junk. Drewski. Good thing there's no like live feed on all of us, eh? And Malkin and Crosby loading up a line. Malkin with a beauty move and tucks it in. Oh no, and then he goes down. Canucks defense got caught flat-footed. Malkin slow to get up. You hate to see it. Updating that scoreboard. Malkin scores a goal and goes down hard. We now have 22 shots and 33 shots. Reminding me of the Sedins. Desharnais stands up and Hronek does too. And it looks like Malkin's left shoulder went into the post. Hronek's not hard enough on the puck. At his own blue line with one hand on his stick. You hate to see it. Malkin with a fake shot. Freezes Lankinen and then just tucks it in backhand. But then goes shoulder first into the net. That can't feel good. But it is 4-3. You hate to see it. You boys like Mexico. Canucks have to try and turn this momentum back around. 6 minutes left. Sherwood chips the puck in and goes in on the forecheck. Almost a steal at the blue line. Got Hughes and Hronek out there again. Hughes collects the puck. Up the boards over to Sherwood. Sherwood collects the puck at center. Tries to get it past center. Can't quite do it. Pittsburgh brings it back in. Hronek loses another battle in the corner. Come on, Hronek. At Pew Suter and Hronek now battling. It's got a rugby game happening in the corner now with just over 5 minutes left to go. 5 minutes. 59, 58. Lankinen with a save. 4:57 left to go in the third period. Let's see. Looks like Matt is interested in seeing our junk. Calvin putting up the meat in the chat. Mike saying Blanken is good enough for this game. Yeah. AJ, I think this shows how heavily the Penguins depend on the Dynasty 3. They will be abysmal once Crosby retires. Yeah. I don't think they have a lot in the system. And as much as you love to see Crosby still doing well, absolute beast. Like I said, he's on the Mount Rushmore for me. But yeah, with trying to stay competitive, they haven't really been drafting all that well. I see them tanking hard. It's mainly Crosby and Malcolm generating chances. Yeah, you're absolutely right, AJ. Major says, Jake's Takes Hockey. I think this is a good opportunity to discuss the ultimate nature of reality. Our story begins post-flood as we turn the page of the early Hindu texts and origin of the Tao. Major Tao knows all about the origin of the universe. Big Mac, anyone pull one of the 87 Crosby Tim Hortons cards? Nope. I haven't seen a Crosby card yet. Drew, we are all constructs of your own mind, Jake. Anxiety level, go right up. Drew's just like, yeah, Jake doesn't actually even have a computer in front of him. He is just literally sitting there yelling at the wall. His dogs and cats are very confused. Wes McCauley reffing the game tonight is a bit of a character, yeah. Does some funny penalty announcements and stuff like that. 4-3. Shots are still 22-33. Sedin's showing their presence on the shot board and in the rafters. Third period on the latter half. We got 4:20 left to go. 19-18. So this is only the third game of AJ pulled 2 of 3 Hughes brothers into Tim's back. Probably the best pack so far this year. Yeah. You love to get the Hughes brothers. And Jake's just freaking out now. Pedersen's line out. Petey gets it down low. Pass Hoglander, though. Canucks. Susie collects the puck in his zone, takes it behind the net. Looks like Pittsburgh's getting a change. Pedersen tips the puck down low. Brandstrom backtracking into his own zone, poking the puck behind the net. Hoglander off the glass, out to center. Letang taking a hit at Sherwood. Passing over to Bluger with a great chance. Nedeljkovic with a good save. Yeah, and Letang probably should have gotten called for interference on that hit on Sherwood because Sherwood didn't even have the puck yet. Yeah, Vancouver would melt if Petey can get 2 tonight. Bluger clearing the puck out. Good weight on it, so there's no icing. Hachiko thinks that Petey's going to get an empty netter after AJ pointed that out. Nedeljkovic forced to cover the puck as Baines drives the net. Baines doing what he needs to get that face-off blown. Are you guys trying to figure out how to spell folks? What do you mean? It's clearly spelled folks on the dictionary. Jake's not even online. Do you guys, I don't see a Jake's Takes in here. Jake's going to pull out his dictionary. Jake, do you actually even own a dictionary? Like, I don't even believe it. Who owns a dictionary these days? Jake's Takes the Hockey, our Lord and Savior. Jake Take is actually just Jesus tuning in. Major Tao thinks it's spelled folky. Jake's Takes Hockey. Also, I really love how the chat is all normal and then all of a sudden Major drops an insane line about the universe. Now we're all in our existential crises. Yeah, I've had many. Me and Drew have pondered many things about the universe, the cosmos, and all of its ebbs and flows. My favorite thing with Drew was always trying to explain to him about how as part of the function of the universe, you can actually fly into the backside of your own head as a result of relativity. I'm trying to explain how to fly into the back of your own head. That one hurt Drew's brain a lot. But, you know, he kept it. He kept it. And I think he's finally wrapped his head around it. And if you guys need to know how to fly into the back of your own head based on quantum reality, just ask Drew. He can fully explain it to you now. AJ saying off zone face off, throw PD out there and clap one. Yep. Yeah, Penguins looking not bad so far in this third period, trying to push back, getting the one goal, making it close. But haven't had to been able to get a shot since Malkin scored. So our shots are now 22-34. Pittsburgh is trailing in that category. At Jake, Tim and Eric have a great YouTube video about the universe, says Matt. DeBrusque now on the ice with his normal line. JT Miller behind the net battling. Who knocked over the net? Delkovich pulls the net off. Is that delay of game? Ah. The net gets bumped and then the padding comes out the backside, which I've never actually seen before. And then he just yanks it off. I mean, the refs didn't blow it down, so should be delay a game, shouldn't it? Major Tao at Jake's Hockey. You got it, homie. You inspired me today. Reality. Reality isn't real. My sister Stephanie would say that to you if she was here. Reality isn't real, man. Reality isn't real, bro. So now the goalie is slowly coming out, but the Penguins want to control the puck before they pull the goalie. He's tripped. No call. No call. Husey getting chopped down. No call. Should be delay of game. Yeah, things are getting weird out there. The refs are letting things ride, I guess. Susie rings it around the boards. Offshore and out to center ice. Minute 30 left to go. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Canucks lead 4-3. Trying to seal this one out. Net's empty for Pittsburgh. And we got the Bluger line out with Sherwood and Heinen, with Susie and Myers on defense. 6 attackers out for Pittsburgh. Keeping the puck to the perimeter. Shot to the front. Lankinen saves it. Puck goes to the corner. Under a minute left to go. Heinen intercepts. Bluger chops the puck. Can't get it to go on the empty net. But it's no icing because he was past center, so that's good. 40 seconds left to go. Hronek with the puck in his own corner. Out to Besser, but in a tough spot. Crosby gets the puck back, and now Malkin controls at the point. Shot wide by Malkin, almost came out front, but Hronek did well to get the puck back into the corner, but can't control and get it out. 20 seconds left to go. Penguins keeping to the perimeter, not really getting anything to the net. Now they just give the puck away. Besser with a shot on the empty net, blocked. DeBrusque looking for his first goal, can't get it to go either. 3 seconds left. Hail Mary pass up the zone, but nothing doing. Canucks win. 4 wins in a row, boys. 4 wins in a row. Final. Another win against the Pittsburgh Penguins, increasing their home record against them. Great things. Skate night. First skate night. We had Dustin on. So I guess I'm going to quickly go get him back on here, because we want to chat with Mr. Dustin. Here we go. Let's get Dustin back on the line. Bring him in to chat about this. 4-3 Canucks win. That's wild. It's crazy stuff. Loading. There we go. Hey, buddy.
There it is. Come on. There we are.
Looks like your net's trying to catch up. Too much excitement happening out there. Canucks with a big win, 4-3. A little bit testy at the end there, but
Yes,
they got the job done.
Yep.
What were your thoughts during that
Collective
minute 5 where they scored 3 goals?
It was nice for us for a short spell there. Finally saw some flashes of what we hoped the Canucks would be.
Mm-hmm. Putting the gears to them right away. Yeah, so anyone who's watching right now, if you have any questions, if you're excited to ask Dustin some questions, we didn't get a chance to in the intermission to ask some questions, so feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll bring them out and we can chat about it. A lot happened since we chatted in the first intermission. Was looking pretty bad there, but Pettersson with the shot off the post and in really inspired the guys. What does that do for a team? You know, everyone wants them to score. What kind of inspiration does that bring to the Canucks if they want to continue on with Petey scoring goals like that?
I think it's huge for everybody. I think it's huge for Canucks fans, a collective exhale. I know I jumped off the couch when it happened. I think it's a good sign. Another amazing setup from Garland from behind the goal line there. It seems to be becoming his little place to fire out beautiful passes. But I think just for everyone, there was a collective exhale when Petey rattled that in off the post.
Like the air pressure in Vancouver went up because all the oxygen went out of all of our lungs.
Yes,
And
definitely.
The thing is, we've seen that shot a couple times this year, but this is the one that went off the post and in. Like, it as perfect as a placement of that shot as you can do. And then who was it right after that? It was Kiefer Sherwood with a beauty as well, with a nice sauce pass from Bluger.
Yeah, that third line looks very good. They're clicking really well together.
Yeah, so it's now you're talking like you got this third line that's motoring. You got Dakota Joshua coming back pretty quick. Do you maybe not touch that third line and maybe you just keep them together?
It's hard to say. I mean, Joshua has proven himself to be deserving of a third line role, if not even more. So it's going to be interesting when he comes back for sure, given the chemistry that third line is finding.
Dustin, you're still chopping a bit, so I'm gonna hang up on you and then I'm gonna call you back and see if we can get a little bit of a better connection here. Just give me 1 sec. I don't want to do a survey about that. Here we go. Let's start another call with Mr. Dustin. Yeah, that looks better.
Seems to connect a lot faster.
Yeah. Okay, good. We were getting chops and chops and chops. There we go. Big Mac was pointing that out. Roma Teakland, GG everyone. Great stream, Russ. Yeah, glad to see you there. Drew Richards here too. So we talked about the first 2 goals that were in that burst, and then you had JT Miller from Besser just driving the net and popping one in kind of greasy, but that's kind of what you got to score sometimes.
Well, when you had the first period go the way it did, I mean, you need that. You got to get the greasy goals. And, the second period was all Canucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we dominated that period. So it was very nice to see that could be signs of the offense breaking out a bit. But we need to see 60 minutes of it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing is we're happy to see that they did well and scored those goals, but I mean, hard start to the game. Glad they turned it around. But I mean, I talked about this a little bit. Sometimes hard first game back from a road trip, even though they had a couple days off. Pittsburgh did play last night, but a lot of the time that means the team who played last night's already ready to go, comes out hard. And that's kind of what we saw. And then you just worry about Pittsburgh only scoring 2 goals to go up 2-0. And that's probably not enough in today's NHL, especially when teams are averaging like 3 goals a game. And if you're not up 3-0, you're probably not comfortable against a team like the Canucks.
2-goal lead, worst lead in sports.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
You feel comfortable that you got a lead, but not quite comfortable enough. And, you touched on it there with Pittsburgh playing last night, coming in. You had to be ready for that onslaught. And then you saw in the second period them start to run out of gas a little bit. And then what I didn't like about us is not coming out with the foot on the throat in the third and sitting on that 2-goal lead. Exactly the same thing that Pittsburgh did coming out of the first, trying to sit on a 2-goal lead. And the last probably 15 minutes of that game was a lot of Pittsburgh in our end with some dangerous chances and a lot of holding the breath, seeing that they could maybe come back. So that was not the best effort in the third period for sure.
I don't think there has been a complete effort, a 60-minute effort yet from the Canucks.
I think the closest game was probably the Flyers game, the 3-0 win.
Yeah,
was probably the closest to a full 60-minute game. Obviously, it's still, we've only played, that's our 7th game or 8th game. So we're still not at the 10-game mark. So the measuring stick, usually you give a 10-game grace period and then, kind of move on to 25 and then it's Christmas break type thing. So given where we're at, I think it's positive going into the next couple games to round out that 10 game.
Yeah.
However, there is a lot to work on. We can't sugarcoat it at all. There's many things that need to be tidied up. The odd man rushes on the power play for sure have got to go.
Well, I mean, and you saw it, like the interviews with JT Miller and Quinn Hughes in the last couple of days with their skates. They talk about things that they like that they're doing, but at the end of the day, they know that they can be better. They're happy that they're winning. They're on a 4-game win streak. And like you said, maybe one of those games they played a full 60. So it's good that they're winning, but this is also October versus when things really matter in April. You cannot be doing these kinds of things, right? I almost thought it was going to be like a 10-7 game again, right? Like it seemed like one of those games that might just go back and forth. One of the goals,
a lot of those to start the season.
Yeah. Lots of goals so far this year. The other one, the 4th goal, obviously a very big one for a young Arshdeep Bains. First goal in the NHL. First point as a Canuck because his assist got taken away, as Jay Bocott actually pointed out. So first point, first goal. What does that mean for a guy who didn't even get drafted?
I think it's just that feel-good story. Indo-Canadian, born in Surrey. The Canucks have been his team forever. And I mean, it's every Canucks fan's minor hockey kid's dream to score a goal for the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, he just realized a childhood dream. So I bet he probably was completely numb at that moment when that puck went in the net. But what a great drive to the net, way to pick up the rebound and just be Johnny on the spot for that one. We need more of that out of him, and we'll be very happy.
Hey, you get a goal out of your 4th line, you got to be happy. And if like Baines started that play, puck up to Sprong. Sprong looked good on that play. Did end up taking a penalty. Did look a little better on that 4th line though. Do you think Sprong did enough to stay in the lineup?
It's hard. Sprong is such a streaky player. He's going to get those offensive looks, but he is that defensive liability that you don't. It's hard to have someone out there on that 4th line where you just want them to be strong on the puck. And the penalty he took was a bit soft anyways. He kind of did just shove into a check, not exactly a hold, but
Yeah.
I think given how long they were together, shoulder to shoulder, it kind of probably looked more like a hold to the officials. But
Well, I said it should have even been tripping. It was kind of what do they call it? It's a pitchfork, right? Because he had his stick between his
yeah,
legs.
a little
and he
bit, yeah.
skated a little bit to the side, and that kind of creates that twist. And I think that's probably the reason. So you could call it halting or tripping, but either way, it wasn't good coverage.
No, his feet stop moving, and that's when you get caught a little out of position and have to take those grabby and hooky plays. So
Yeah.
Overall, I think it was one of his stronger games. As the fourth line goes, they're not really out there. You don't really feel like there's a lot of chances coming into our end. They're playing quite defensively responsible. They're doing what they need to do and just kind of holding it in the other end.
Yeah.
And tonight was nice that they chipped in a goal. So it's top to bottom. We're structuring a very well-rounded lineup.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, too, you're looking at it as essentially Sprong is the replacement for Kuzmenko, and he makes 1/4 of what Kuzmenko made. So if you need to sit him, it's no skin off anyone's back. We got a question from Big Mac 133 in the chat. Wanted to ask you about Canada versus the USA in the start of the season. So from what you've been seeing so far from the American players, the Canadian players, who are you giving the odds to at the Four Nations Cup between those two teams?
Oh, as much as it pains me, right now on the international stage, the Americans have such a strong lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And where the major advantage comes is in net. If you look at the goaltenders that the Americans are going to trot out.
Yeah, we've got one right here.
We've got one here who may or may not be healthy enough for that. Who else? You got Jake Ottinger.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Connor Hellebuck is American, I believe, as well. And then you look at the Canadian goaltending, and it's like we got Jordan Binnington, Aiden Hill. Who's going to carry the net for the Canadians? Because every single one of them is kind of a streaky goaltender. So I think that's where Canada's in a bit of trouble going into the international game for the next couple of competitions. I think as Canadians, we need to curb our expectations a bit, and yeah, we always want the gold, and we like to think of ourselves as the greatest nation out there. But right now, with the U.S. National Development Program and all these young players, I mean, they're going to have all three Hughes brothers. Mm-hmm. They're going to have Jack Eichel. Like their roster is ridiculously deep, and it will show in these competitions how they've progressed internationally.
Yeah, I mean, Calvin in the chat agrees with you. We have no real options unless it's Stuart Skinner, Binnington, but neither. I mean, Binnington, I feel like might be the best option because he is a guy who has that pedigree of winning the Stanley Cup, but hasn't been great since that Stanley Cup. So
no, but the upside is you're getting an international team, so you're going to have the best team in front of him. So that might actually give Binnington the opportunity to shut the door. He's going to have 6 of the best defensemen in the league in front of him and 12 of the best forwards. So it's a little different beast than playing for the St. Louis Blues.
Right. Yes, this is true. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at you got Miller and Besser playing for us. They're probably both looking at getting on that team, right? And then even seeing where Demko's at. But yeah, even it doesn't matter. The U.S. has 3 different goalies they could play, right? So and the Canadian team might be struggling that way. So moving ahead for the Canucks, they've got their next game coming up on Monday, playing against the New Jersey Devils. It's going to be the Hughes on Hughes violence that you love to see. Yeah. Also,
New Jersey scoring a lot of goals to start the season, so that's.
Oh, sorry, it's Hurricanes on Monday and then New Jersey on Thursday. Yeah. So Hurricanes, but another great team coming in. Going to give the Canucks fits. One of the most aggressive teams in the league, the Hurricanes. What can the Canucks do to deal with that aggressive forecheck that Carolina's going to be bringing?
They got to stay out of the box. So they're going to have to keep their sticks in check with the aggressive forecheck, and they're going to have to move the puck quick. They're going to have to use the boards, and they're going to have to be in position. The forwards are going to have to be back to support the defense because we're not going to have the long breakouts like we were getting tonight and against some of the other teams that don't quite have the speed. Carolina has 3 lines that can make you pay, and also, a couple of their players had a slow start, and they got Nietzsche now, who's really picking it up. His last 3 games, he's been on fire. So they are starting to spread out the scoring, and they're starting to look like a dangerous team again, just like they were at the end of last season.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun game because the Carolina Hurricanes I don't think they ever play a game that isn't a fun game. The game against Edmonton the other night was wild, so we're definitely looking for some action coming up on Monday against Carolina.
They will be fast-paced games for sure.
Yeah. Any final thoughts for the viewers, the chat, before we hop off at the end of this game?
I think some really positive things coming out of this game. It's nice to see Miller taking some faceoffs again. I think he was over 50% in his faceoffs, so he won the majority. So that's really good news for that wrist of his. So it seems like he's back to normal. I'd like to see maybe Desharnais come out of the lineup, and maybe Juleson or Forbert, if he's back, come in.
Yeah.
I'd really hate to see Brandstrom come out. He's moving the puck just incredibly.
Yeah.
To give that other option as a breakout. I mean, he's one of the big reasons why we're able to generate offense out of our bottom 6, is because Brandstrom's out there moving the puck quickly out of our zone. He's got amazing hockey sense, so that could turn out to be a very sneaky pickup for Mr. Alvin.
Yeah.
And I just we need a full 60 minutes. Definitely against Carolina and New Jersey, we are not going to be able to play the way we played tonight, because it will be a much, much higher score.
Correct. Yeah.
They have far more talent, and but I think we can do it. We just got to play solid. But I would expect a loss coming up in one of those 2 games for sure.
Yeah.
Just to be realistic.
Well, you're going from one of probably the slower teams in the entire NHL and the Pittsburgh Penguins to probably one of maybe the fastest team in the league in the Carolina Hurricanes. So the pace will get kicked up there. Dustin, first ever post-game show. We don't have a name for this one, but maybe we'll just call it the Rusty and Dusty sideshow ×2 or something, 0.0 or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
One of our viewers will have to come up with something, but we'll look at doing some of this more often. And
yeah, for sure.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend, brother, and we'll talk again soon. All right.
You as well. We'll hopefully see everyone on Monday.
See you there, brother. There it is, Dustin Boydell, the beauty, finishing off the show with a quick little post-game chat. Thought we'd bring him in here. Good to see him again. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Look at this. 725. We got a bunch of subscribers tonight. Thank you, everyone. If you haven't done it yet, see that button down there. Hit that subscribe button. That will notify you when we are going live. If you haven't already done it, like the stream. It helps me get more exposure. And once we get this number up to 1,000, things are going to get wild up in here. Major Tau and Kachiko, make sure you shoot that email over to me. Big Mac, thanks for your help tonight. Jay Bokhoff in the chat. Calvin in the chat. Mike Torrance in the chat. Zoe showing up right at the end. Who else? Calvin's here. Drew Richards. Roma Tiklin showing up. Thank you for tuning in. Jake's Takes Hockey tuning out. Nice to see you tonight. Hachiko there. B, see you later. Nice to have you too as well tonight. GG, everyone. I think that's Paragolf Pro. That's Dustin in the chat. Nice to see. And Hachiko's calling it again. 29, 1 and 2. That's what I'm looking at. 29, 1 and 2. Good night, Hatch, says Jake's Take. Drewski's Night Hatch. Yeah, that was fun. What a wild game. Getting some of these on the screen for you. Great stream, everyone. If you haven't hit that like, subscribe button, we'll see you next time. Yep, like I said, next game we're going to once again have Major has already emailed me. That's perfect. Love to see it. AJ, shout out to the Sharks who are now 0-9. Oh my goodness. That is brutal. They're going for another number 1 overall pick, I guess. Gonna be back on Monday. Yeah, AJ Doulis, nice to have you in the chat as well tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. On Monday, the Canucks face the Carolina Hurricanes. Maybe we can just pull that up for you here. Bring up the Canucks schedule, the scores. Monday night. Got the... Here we are, very excited to have the one and only Lazer. I mean, unless you guys want to watch Lazer again, but I think we probably were good there. Okay, there we are. Monday night, Canucks, Hurricanes. It's going to be a 7 o'clock start. First game is on Monday, and then they don't play again until the new year. As Dustin was saying, Natchez is looking really good. 8 points. Gostisbehere with the 4 goals. Guy who's been rumored to the Canucks, but Aho with 5 assists. Carolina with a great power play, good penalty kill, just a little bit better. A little bit better on faceoffs. Yeah, so we will be here. We will be broadcasting live as we have been all year so far. Nothing is perfect stream. Every single Canucks game. We started in the preseason, 5 games in 7 nights. Things started rolling. We appreciate you all for coming in. It's always fun to watch the game together. Thank you for everyone in the chat. I love each and one of you in a unique way. And as I said, we're going to have Dustin back in the first intermission. And then Jake's take will be showing up during the second intermission. Jason Negra showing up late. I don't know if you saw this, Jason, but what a comeback, eh? What a comeback. Down 2-0, coming back. You'll love to see it. That kid from 10-1 lost probably just became a Kings fan instead. Yep. Thank you, everyone. Last time, I'm Russ Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Thank you for tuning in. Monday night, we'll be back here. 6:40, the stream gets started. Make sure you turn on notifications. I appreciate every single one of you. And make sure, as I always say at the end of my streams, to make good choices.